Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration playthrough. Today's episode is gonna be a longer one. I finally managed to have some time to start early, and we shall be having a good session today. A big good session. Hopefully we can encroach a lot on the build of DSS2. And yes, before that we have another task. We were working on a spaceship to deliver what was it? Oil products, right? Petroleum. I think, but at least petroleum. We need petroleum for chemical gel. So we were working on the spaceship to deliver chemical gel from Mars to orbit. So let me start working on that. Continuing the ship. Oh yeah, remember we have discussed how it would be, and the idea is that. We power it using solar panels. Yes, the flat solar panels, 3, the best ones. Now, I did a big oopsie at the end of the stream. I have deleted the tanks. I have deleted these 2 tanks containing the antimatter fuel, which was a bit of a waste, but that's fine. 100k antimatter lost. Who cares? I care. Okay, let's put these. Let's have 1 pump here, and let's see how well we can fill all of this space with these. I don't really know what's the ratios we want to go for with like how many panels we are going to be needing, how many accumulators. But one thing to notice is that here, like if you look at the positioning of the tanks, we have a ton of spaces in between. Not enough spaces for the panels, but way more than enough for the accumulators, which are only 2x2. Like this, right? So we can place a bunch. And the idea is that Mars and Nauvis Orbit are very close to each other. The travel time is gonna be a couple of seconds. And I mean, we could maybe even forgo solar panels. Let me check. Let me check the accumulators. If we recharge the accumulators on each of the stations, we might be not needing these at all. Let's see here. Interesting. Where are the accumulators? Oh yeah, we need to drop these as well. Hey, Moff Mix Issue. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Man, I'm so happy I could start early today. Such a delight. Such a delight to be playing Factorio. How are you doing? We are still working on this ship. And I'm thinking to forgo completely the solar panels. Let's try that. I think like we can outfit a bunch of accumulators here inside, so it's not too bad. Now there are 2 things that can be done. There are 2 things to do. There are two potential things, 2 potential options here we have. First option is to go for a smaller ship with less integrity and less tanks, and a bigger ship with more integrity and more tanks. And after some thought, I thought about it a bit earlier. I think it's best to actually have a smaller ship with less tanks, because we don't want the traveling to be done once every... Or maybe we do want for the antimatter. Maybe we do want, but it's gonna take so much time for this to be emptied. Which is fine, you know what? Which is fine. I just sit in PC after work and your stream starts immediately. Hey! Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Glad to be streaming. Oops, not this one. I'm counting on you for spotting the mistakes as usual. You're pretty good at that. Hey, Revan! Welcome, everyone. Man, I wasn't expecting to be seeing all you guys so early, to be honest. It's a bit of a surprise, but a welcome one. Dedicate to Revan. A bit of a surprise, but a welcome one. Let's do it like this. So here we have a pump here, we have a pump there. What we want is to basically put these like this, and let's try deleting the above. Yeah. And let's see. Console should be moved 1 tile to the left. Let's have these deleted by the robots, by the mole robots. And these can be taken care by us. Bam bam. And finally, let's have some shielding. And yeah. So, we're gonna try to not put solar panels at all. I'm curious to see what's gonna be the drain of the accumulators. I think it should be good enough. Worst case scenario, we don't have enough. So we need to put more. I want to help with my eye. Eagle eye. Yeah! I'm counting on your eagle eyes. Thank you. Man, it has been awesome. It has been awesome. We have prevented a bunch of error. You have prevented a bunch of mistakes. Let's have these. Oh, we had them. Okay. Let's have it like this. So, how many of these will we need? How many of these will we need? Hopefully not that much, but we still need some at this sides here. So that's okay. You know what? Let's just do it like this. Let's remove these. And let's place them here, right? Like this. Oh, we need one more. We need one more tile. Oops. Let's copy with tiles. What do you think about a round shape for the ship head? Oh, I like that. I like that because the ship is kind of round. It is kind of round. I do like that. Let's try that. Let's try. I'm all for something new. Good idea. Let's have this one like this. Let's outline first of all. Oops. Let's outline the necessary parts. Yeah, I like this. It's not gonna be symmetrical on the right and on the left. Is it okay? No, I think it's not okay. Let me make it symmetrical. And for that, we need to move this one a bit higher, like this, yeah. So these and these are kind of one in front of another. And let's make a circle here. Let's make a circle. And you know how to make a circle? It's very easy to make a circle. You just need to use shield projectors to make a circle. And you put the walls along the lines of the shield projectors, because these make a circle, right? So let me temporarily cut this. Let me explain you my idea. I am all for something new. Don't let your girlfriend hear that. Yeah, definitely. Shh. Don't tell her. Okay, let's do it like this. Oh, hold on a second. I want to define first where it should be. Where the tile should be at the front. The first ones. So we want like two of them to be here, and I feel like it's going to be starting like this, right? Now we can delete these. And we can delete these. And the way to do a circle, I'm gonna paste it right here, right? And it's following the line, right? It is following the line here. Yeah, and we are gonna be following the line basically. And that's gonna be a circle. That is gonna be a circle. I think we need to put it even further behind. Unfortunately, we cannot place them, but oh yeah, you can see the green lines. So it's something like this, right? Something like this. Yeah. Let's do half first. Something like this. Trying to follow the line. Yeah, looking okay. And we can put this one here as well. This way they complete a circle. Oh, one more time. This way they kind of make a circle here. Right. You can place with shift. Oh, you can? Oh, thank you. Oh my god. That's cool. That's better. If you follow the line like this. Okay, let me delete these then. And I feel like we need to be... Basically, we need to be... Oh, wait a second. These are not exactly aligned. Wait. Mistakes. These were not exactly aligned. And now these are aligned. So, actually we are good. I think this one is closer to the line. No, it's not. Kinda all the way above, right? Here. Like this. Yeah, up to here. How about that? Does it look like a circle? It's a bit weird, but it does look like a circle. Yeah, it does look like a circle. What do you think, Revan? And Chris. Can I call you Chris? Mof Mixeshi. Oh, wait, how is it badly placed again? Oh, hold on a sec. It was badly placed. It was badly placed. Oh my god. Did I seriously make the mistake? It was badly placed. Let's move them one tile like above, right? I think it's good here, but let's move it. No, it's not. This is not good. This is not very good. Maybe we don't even need these two. Let's check it out later. Looks fine, I guess, for a tile-based design. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have much pixels to work with here. These are a little bit... I'm gonna delete these, and we are gonna place the corners above, because these are, like, way too below... They are way too below the... Here. Yeah, I think now it's better. But again... that's... and here it needs to go up to this way. Yeah, something like this. And this one should be here. Okay, it's kind of a circle. Kind of a circle, right? And the best part is that the circle helps with the streamlining, because the circle is streamlined by definition. I mean, so it's a curve. No, these are good. Okay, something like this then. And we can have these like kind of sides here. All the way down. Yeah. How about this? This is a fun placement. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now let me hope that everything was properly fitting. Need to go down here, pick up these. Yeah, so these are fitting. And these should be fitting as well. The pump here, the liquid is going all the way around, and it's exiting here on the right. Then we need the shields. We need the shields. One in the front. Two of them like this. And even the shields are gonna be kind of painting half a circle at the top. Unfortunately, we cannot continue. Oh, can we continue? Can we continue the no, we can't, because if we wanted to continue the circle, this one should be here, but first of all, it doesn't fit. Second, it doesn't cover everything behind. So let's just put it here. Let's just put it here. And let's have the second one as well, like on the opposite side. From here. Okay, it's kind of a circle. It's kind of a circle. I think it should be good. Now let's place everything else. First of all, yeah, I'd like to copy this first. Copy, flip, and place. Yeah, the walls, just the walls. Just the walls. Then we need to expand a bit here. I'd like to have the same design from on the bottom. I like symmetry. Who doesn't like symmetry? Like this. Wait, there was an extension here. And I forgot how it was. Flip like this, and yes. Oh? Wait. These are the three... Oh. Like this. Okay, now this is symmetrical. Pam pam. Cool. We might be able to fit solar panels here. Oh, wait a second. Can we fit even more tanks? We might be able to fit even more tanks. That could be good. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. We're able to fit more tanks. Let's move this one one tile above then. Or have this one go here. Nah, that's not a circle anymore. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. How can we put it? How can? Oh yeah, we have one more tile. One more tile of space on the right because these are not exactly symmetrical. These are not symmetrical. Okay. First of all, you know what? Let's try to make to have an even number. Let's remove this one. Let's try to have an even number of tanks then. We can move them all to the left, like this. So we have the exact same sides. We have the exact same sides. And with this, what we are able to do is basically do this, and do this, and then do this, exiting from the right. And that is actually really nice because we are now having these pumps on the same level. We're having the pumps on the same level. So it's only going to be a half a circle at the front, and at the back it's going to be normal, I think. Which is okay. We can actually continue half a circle here as well. But let's check the streamline first. Let's check the integrity. How is it? It's okay. I think it's okay. Like we cannot do it too well because of the size and low container here, but I think it's okay. I think this is all nice. This is all nice. The final part is how are we going to be putting this here. I think we have to kind of have an extension, but this is okay. I think it's still good to have one extension because it still makes it look like a circle, right? Oh, I think we need one more. Yeah, let's do it here, and let's have one more. And now it's perfectly symmetrical. It's gonna be perfectly symmetrical. Copy this with tiles, put it here, remove this one, and do it like this. Yeah. Nice. This is now symmetrical. Oh, we have some holes. We have some holes. How should we block them? How about this? Nah, if we do this, meteors can be coming from... Oops, meteors can be coming from the left. Oh, we kind of have to have another one, right? I think it's okay. Their passive drain is not that high, if I remember correctly. They're only draining when they are recharging. And if there's this shield here, which is going to be taking care of some meteors, it means this shield is not going to be taking care of them. So that means the recharging should be good. Can we actually filter by... shield projector? So yeah, as you can see, 20 shields have a draw of 20 megawatts, and one accumulator, and that's 20 shields, so 1 megawatt each. So here we have 7 shields, and one accumulator is able to give us 25 megawatts. Yeah, 25 megawatts with 250 megajoules. Basically, it can give out 25 megawatts for 10 seconds. Until it's out of energy, and that means that the passive drain is 7. One single accumulator can 4 times 10, yeah, 40 seconds. One single accumulator can support these in passive mode for 40 seconds, and it's fine. This is absolutely fine because we have tons of spaces for the accumulators. We literally have tons of them. Let's place this. Why did I leave a space here at the bottom? That's fine. We have enough space. We also need lasers, which is like we have space. This is no problem. Just cosmetical thing. Maybe pumps place down to top and top to bottom. Oh, so we have them symmetrically. Oh yeah, I do agree. I do agree. Let's have the symmetry for the pumps as well. It can be only top to bottom like this, or it can be a design, but yeah, only top to bottom works as well. Now that we have an even amount of the tanks in a column, going there, going top here, and going bottom, like this, right? Yeah, that's looking better. That is looking better. Indeed. Indeed, says Tilk. Let's put a clamp as well. Yeah, I need to put a clamp. That's a funny design. Get them coming. The ideas about ship design. Don't let me draw boring ships. Have them coming. The funny ideas. Let's put it here first so I can take it and. Oh, end mode. And let's put it literally anywhere. Here is a nice location. I think we shall go with that. Man, why was it not in the... Oh, I needed to do Control X to have it in the clipboard. Clamp, 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 clamp. Come on. Big inventory is a problem in itself. And then we need the turrets. So let's place one here on the sides, here at the top. Let's place two here. So this this spaceship is not gonna be it's not gonna be doing too much fighting, I think. But still, from what I have noticed, but it might not be completely true, but please confirm. From what I have noticed, the laser turrets, if they destroy the incoming stuff, it's better energy-wise than meteors hitting the shields. I think the shields recharge by taking more energy than lasers destroying these. But please confirm if I'm not misguided. Let's have a pylon here so that we can have a connection. And of course, we need to wire everything. And this is gonna let the system know how much stuff we have, inside. So we'll need it to calculate. We should also connect the tanks here. Oh, I forgot to place the pump here. That's fine. We shall do it like this. I don't like the pump into a pipe, but that's fine. And yeah, happy to have this space now. Okay, this is done. Let's place the accumulator. So, how many do we want? I think having like 10 is good enough. But let's check it out. You can also put as many as we can fit, which is not a bad thing to do. Now, if we start putting them here, we're gonna be needing them. But yeah, since we're completely foregoing any sort of powering, we need to have the accumulators, like whatever happens. Something like this. How about that? This makes it 20 accumulators, which are going to be providing 2.5 megajoules, gigajoules. No, 5 gigajoules for the traveling. It should be more than enough. It should be more than enough. What we will be needing, though, is we will be needing to check how much power we have. So let's connect. I think one of these is going to be good enough. Let's connect the green wire. This is not a resource. Actually, kind of is a resource. But still, let's connect the green wire here. Let's connect these with the red wire as well. And we shall be reading a signal. A is going to be the energy, the charge level. And the idea is that we are not going to be leaving a planet until A is 100 for this ship. Let's also have this flooring removed. Bam, bam. And it can become de facto our design for all things liquid within the solar system, of course. We cannot send the ship across the space because we are never going to be having enough energy. But within the solar system, it could be good. We can even add more accumulators here in these spaces if necessary. Okay, we are almost there. All we need is a bunch of combinators and accumulators. And yeah, accumulators. Combinators. And this one is gonna be the one which is gonna be sending the clamp number. So I really need to be remembering which clamps are which. Is there a way to see? Not really. This is 1024. This is 2. Okay, our ship is 2. This is 1024. The water ice ship is 10. Okay, you know what? We can be starting using the numbers like 10, 11, 12. I don't think we're gonna be needing 11 here. I don't think this, like, if we have another water ice ship, we're gonna be using 10 as well, right? So this one is fine, and let's have resources ships starting from 10. So 10, 11, 12, these are gonna be the resource ships. And this is as well the resource ship for Nauvis Orbit, so it's gonna be 11. Let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. 11. Cool. So this why are there belts? Wires. This clamp is gonna be the 11 one. It's gonna try to park using this one. Yes. And we shall place a location for it. Oh, and you know what? This ship can actually be traveling directly to where we need the petroleum, because petroleum here, have a look, petroleum here is outputted into this one, right? But what we can do, and it's also pushed down towards the chemical gel. One idea would be to so I have two ideas. First idea is to have petroleum like bring it here and have a priority from the ship over this, so that we won't even be no, we still want to be using this because of the other products, right? But the most important here is the chemical gel. So this petroleum is used in the chemical gel, right? And that's the it's not the only usage. It's also outputted into the system. Distraction. Did you throw an eye on SC 0.6? Not that much. Not that much. Not that much. So if there are any news, let me know. Let me know. I tend to not look at stuff what I'm not currently doing usually. I mean, it depends. But yeah, I did not look at SC 0.6 news at all. Can we put this one here and then we can have a lot of space? Yeah, let's do it like that. We can have this one here, and then we can have these this here, and we can use these two and this row for the combinators. Nope, not like this. Like this. And these two can even become accumulators. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. So where should we park this ship? We can. So the second solution would be to park it like here and have the petroleum being outputted from here, right? But then the problem with this solution is that the trains are gonna be coming all the way through this location, which might over time become a bit saturated, depending on how many ships are traveling. So one other idea would be to have it come here, just here. Like directly. I think it's better. I think it's better, and I think it's easier to do. And we are gonna be just plugging in the petroleum to override the priority from this factory here. But still, we want to be outputting. If for example we use a light or heavy oil, we still want to be burning some excess of petroleum here. And we can also change advanced oil processing into heavy oil processing to prioritize the oil. So this production is only going to be for the oil, and the petroleum is going to be delivered using ships. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. Ships, yeah, let's have it here. Oh, this is kind of expandable. We can have the ship coming in somewhere here, maybe. It's hard to find a space in the refinery. Yeah, let's have it come here. Let's have it come here, and we still have a bit of space for like whenever, wherever, whatever. And the best part is super easy to move. If the ship is in the way, it's super easy to move the clamp and just let it be elsewhere. Okay, let's do it. It's decided. And one other thing, I don't think we need to have it come to this station as well. I had another idea in mind, and that idea is the way to refuel the ships. We just need to export liquid antimatter, and that's it. That's it. No need to do some kind of cooling for like transforming, getting the antimatter out of the canisters. So we can just put it in the trains, liquid trains, and transport it directly, and that's it. And it's super easy to implement as well. Let me show you. I was looking for doors, because yeah, doors are good, or so I heard. Let's place the doors. Like there are turrets here everywhere, but you know, it's fine. Yeah, we have a clamp on the left, and let's put the doors on the right. So since I play with quick through, we can exit next to the clamp here, and we can also exit here through the door. Okay, cool. Let me place back the doors. And you know what? Bam, bam, bam. Just having one stack of each just in case, and this is done. This is done. All we need to do is the automation. So let's go ahead and warp to where we want the ship to be. Or maybe start with Morse. Let's start with Morse, and that's gonna actually allow us to check whether the ship is good enough for for the deliveries. Is it enough protection? I think it should be enough. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I mean these can be inputted anytime. These entrance exits. Okay, let's go. We are flying to Morse. Oh yeah, the target speed should be 999. And it should take 10 seconds. Less than 10 seconds. This is why the accumulators are... Yeah, look at the energy. We have overkilled the accumulators. There is almost no meteors. There's too many accumulators. Yeah, you know what? Let me get rid of them. Even when the ship is not moving, it's draining super slowly. So we just want to make sure the ship is never in space. It should always be anchored and landed. I mean, even if it's in space, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst? It's gonna run out of power, and then I think it can still land, right? Or does the console needs to be powered for the ship to be able to land? I haven't checked that. I think you can still land, right? We shall test it. And let's have these. I like the. Let's have these like that. Three crosses. And let's anchor. So where do we want this ship to be? Where do we want the ship to be? We want it to be as close as possible to the refinery, which gets out the oil, and this is a good location. This is a good location for the ship. We can get all the crude oil we want using these ducts from here. Pum, 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 pum. We can input it there. Let's move as close as possible so that we don't waste. Or should we stay within the tile? Yeah, let's stay within the tile. Why not? It doesn't make sense. No, this is not going to be a tileable stuff because we need to be next to the factory. So it's fine to be like this. It's fine to do it like this. And let's land. Yeah, this location is good. And it's kind of a circle. I think I made it. I think I made it a circle. Kinda. Okay. Oh, this is a bit. I'd like to move it a little bit. So. Yeah, let's move everything one tile below so that we can place we can place this one and bring the oil, the petroleum, and then we shall bring it using the fast megaducts like this and bring it towards the top like this. We don't need this one, but what we need is. Can we use this lane? Can we use this lane? We kinda can, although it's a bit weird. It's at the limit, but we can. It's at the very limit. I don't like it too much. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it like this. Bum 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 bum, and let's have a corner. Oh, I disabled my own robot. Let's have a corner here. Like this, and then let's have a straight. And this is allowed. This is allowed because we have two entities. 4 straights form one single entity, and this is an entity. So at all times we have two flow entities between two pumps. Entity, pump. This is why this is allowed. Let's place this one here, and we can have an exit pump here, an exhaust. So yeah, Revan, let me know if there are any like interesting news about SC0.6. I am all ears, or eyes, should I say? I don't have exhaust in the inventory, I think. exhausts. Like this. Oh, I did have it. Let me move it one tile above so that we can use the one from the bottom. And here we go. Here we go. The oil should be... It's not. What? The petroleum should be... Oh, this is not a cross. This is a triangle. Triangle. Let's make a cross. Okay. The petroleum should be delivered. Morning, Fernando X. Good morning. How are you doing today? Today is it Wednesday for you? Wednesday morning? For me, it's Wednesday evening. And half a week is over. We're closer to the weekend. We're approaching the weekend. Oh, yeah, these are still discharging, right? Or they're charging. It's hard to say. It's hard to say if these are charging or discharging. But I think it's all gonna be fixed once we put a clamp and a pole in front of it. Yeah, now we're sure it's charging because we're properly feeding the energy towards these. For what petroleum is delivered to space? Next ships will be for light and heavy? No, just petroleum. We just want petroleum. There are two reasons. And the main reason to delivering the petroleum is that this station... Oh, it just lifted off. We want this platform to be traveling. Because before, this platform was kind of stuck. And because it was stuck, as you can see here, the storage tanks were full of crude oil. And because they were full, we couldn't output the crude oil here. So it has been accumulating, and this was not working. This is still stationary though, but that's fine because this is a passive provider of copper ore. If this is stationary, it means nothing needs copper ore, which is actually highly suspicious. Why nothing needs copper ore? This is very suspicious. Why nothing needs copper ore? Copper ore should be used non-stop. Yeah, the chests are empty. Why this rocket is not flying? Oh, the ship with fuel is not coming. And that's because it lacks space capsules. Okay, I think I get it. Yeah, these two fuel ships, let me actually send them manually. Let me send them manually for now. But since we don't have capsules, let's check Nauvis, by the way. What's the state of Nauvis capsule rocket? We need to wait until this is fully buffered up, until we have all the capsules. Yeah, let's send this. Let's send it. Let's send it like that, and we are able to... We're gonna be able to have the fuel delivered. So, this was the first issue. We want to be consuming crude oil on this planet. If we don't consume crude oil, the ship delivering crude oil we're never gonna come and get the byproducts of crude oil which are accumulating. And the second issue is that until now, on Nauvis Orbit, all of the petroleum was coming in through a bunch of cannons, 3 cannons shooting, as you can see, methane ice. This is not efficient, I mean cannon-wise. We should be, either we automate it with a ship, like mining methane ice and delivering using a ship, or we deliver crude oil. Not crude oil, petroleum. And having a ship delivering petroleum kills 2 birds with 1 stone. No, I must say it kills 3 birds with 1 stone, because soon this is never gonna be enough. It's never gonna be enough because we're gonna be using a lot of chemical gel. And as you can see, chemical gel uses a lot of petroleum. And the chemical gel is a big component of DSS. We need a lot of it. So delivering petroleum here will help us with DSS, will help the core mining going, and it will also help the methane ice flow. We won't be needing that much methane ice. So it's killing 3 birds with 1 stone. I'm not planning on doing the same for light and heavy oil for now. I think it's fine, but we shall see how it goes. Yep, just as it's positive for COVID. Oh my god. I hope you're okay. Hope you're gonna do well. Now have more time for Factorio. That's good. That's a good way of thinking. That's a good way of thinking. I'm sure you're gonna be okay. Play Factorio and get well. Get well. As far as I can see, they changed the whole basic resource processing ore to plates into a way that remembers me a little bit on Angel's ore refinement. Oh really? I liked Angel's ore refinement. And for vulcanite, for example, they have now something called enriched vulcanite, uranium pellet sprite in red. But I don't know the purpose so far. Looks really interesting. I was a big fan of Angel and Bob refining. Huge fan. Even Petrochem, it was complex, but I still liked it a lot. It's my jam. Like improving the productivity, or like ores to ingots over time. You add some oil products, you add some liquid stuff, and you get more ingots from the same amount of ore, little by little. Like it's really I do enjoy that. I do enjoy improving the efficiency over time with better recipes. More complex, it's fine, but it's still okay. Okay, and this is good now. All we need to do is send this ship there once two conditions are completed. Once two conditions are completed, where are the deciders? Here. Don't you have problems with stacking petroleum in space? Stacking petroleum? I think it should be fine. Like once we deliver this, and if we make sure to use this, it should be fine, I think. I hope it should be fine. Let's see how it goes. This is 11. Let's have 11 everywhere for these. So we have two conditions. First condition is that we want to be having enough petroleum. Liquids, petroleum. Above, so how many tanks do we have? We have 18 tanks, so it's 18 tanks, 9 times 50k, 45,000, right? And once it's above 450,000, so 449. Then I'll put one blue signal. Wait. Is it not? 18. 9 times 50k. 4.5 times 100k. Yeah, 450k. Right? Oh, of course, it needs the connection. Duh. Okay, we have the blue signal. We have exactly 450k. I mean, I could have looked at the signal to know how much we have. Then the second condition should be the green wire holding the charge. As you can see, you cannot see it because we didn't connect the green wire. But after we connected, you should see. You still cannot see it because I haven't properly connected it. Oh yeah, I did connect it to the inserter above, but now I have removed it, so it should be a new one. So now A is 100, right? We only want to leave when A is equal to 100. We need to wait until this base recharges the ship. It's nothing important, but we still need to do it somewhere, right? So let's add this condition and be safe. Same for cryonite. Now having cryonite crystals and stuff, I'm curious how this will all turn out. I'm curious as well, and let's discover that once when we get to the 0.6. I'm almost certain, almost 100% certain I'm gonna do the 0.6 run. It's just a matter of time. So when we have exactly 2 blue signals, then we're gonna be sending the spaceship launch signal. And again, we need to point towards a destination. We need to point towards this. And by the way, let's have the clamping one here as a constant 11. I think it should be it should be 11 everywhere. Clamping target should be 11 on every single position. The AI warehouse mod is now hard dependency. So far I played with only the K2 containers, so I don't know yet. It's not gonna change much for me. I mean, you had too much petroleum previously and the refinery didn't work well. Oh, I see what you mean. We had too much petroleum for the sole reason that we have not been using it. We have not been having any kind of technologies, any kind of research going. So the factory was stagnant. And no, it's not true. The factory was not stagnant. It was using only this one was working, right? Only this one, and we still ask for chemical gel here. But I think we had to produce way more light and heavy oil, and we didn't consume petroleum fast enough. But the advantage here is, well, first of all, of course, we need to be doing some processing. So the petroleum needs to be evacuated. But we're going to change the logic here. We're gonna change the logic, and we're gonna change the recipe. This will not be advanced oil processing anymore. Let's change it right away. Let's change it right away. This is gonna be crude oil processing. As you can see, we don't want to be producing petroleum here in space anymore. This is 20 heavy, 70 light, and 30 petroleum. And this one is 70 heavy, 30 light, and 20 petroleum. This is way more heavily focused on heavy oil. No pun intended. And if we do it like this, then basically all the crude oil we have, all the petroleum we have is going to be coming in by the ship. And all we need to do is to make sure we empty these. We need to prioritize the petroleum from here, but actually not prioritize. We need to empty it as when it accumulates, when it's too much. When it's too much, we need to be emptying it. And for everything else, we want to be using the ship. So yeah, this is the... So basically what we want here is to be prioritizing it. And we don't want to be cracking it. Yeah, these are going to be removed. We don't want to be cracking to petroleum. We don't want to be cracking to petroleum here. Yeah, we shall remove these very soon. We only want this factory to be producing light and heavy oil, and the petroleum, all the petroleum that it produces is going to be used up. And the main petroleum source is going to be this. But good point, yeah, good point. We had to cancel the petroleum production there. Cracking as well, especially cracking. We don't want it. Okay, here we are with the launch signal ready, I think. And let's send it. It's going into the green wire, and the green wire should be passed. Okay, oh cool, it reaches. That's perfect. I think that's good. Oh, no. Before we need to send the destination. We need to set the destination. Sometimes I have trouble speaking. Not sure you noticed. I mean, you have noticed it was yeah, we want a Nauvis Orbit, and Nauvis Orbit is Planet Orbit 222. So connect this using a green wire, because green wires are the signals which go inside the console. And as we connect it, this should be outputting a launch. It is indeed. And let's connect. So the ship should be launching and traveling to Nauvis Orbit, which it does. Petroleum is in. Oh yeah. And after that, we shall be getting started with the DSS2, the DSS2 factory. Anchor. So let's anchor here. Let's anchor here. Let's leave one tile of space for the same build here if we need more heavy light oil, and let's just anchor here. How are we gonna be sending the petroleum though? I'd like to have. Oh, we can use this lane. We're gonna be getting rid of the cracking, so we can use this lane. Heavy to light oil cracking, we might be getting rid of it as well. So let's put it here actually. So this can be tile to the left, and we have this location for the ships. Raven spheres incoming. It is indeed. Okay, should we output all of it into their tanks here at this location, or should we not? No, I think it's fine. I think we don't have to have a lot of tanks here. All we need to do is no, you know what? It's still good to have a buffer. Now, whatever happens, it's good to have a buffer. So let's prepare some buffer. And before we do that, let me grab some landfill. The mole is nearby. Yeah. Raven spheres look interesting. Remember yesterday we used FNA, and I was surprised to discover there are different recipes for producing them. And they're very similar, but also, like, there are so many items. I have no idea about what kind of, like, how the challenge is gonna be, but it does sound very unique. And I'm pretty much looking forward to that. Let's make some tanks. How many tanks do we want? I don't think we want all 18 tanks of buffer, but having a bunch is good. Having a bunch is good. Yeah. So Something like this. So let's disable this one for now, and let's place these. So what we want is a pump, again, as fast output as possible. Let's optimize the space here. Let's have this one outputting into a tank, and then we can have 18 tanks. Oh, and by the way, let's also have the powering up. And this should be 11. Okay. Let's have the tanks. Oh, yeah, powering up first. We can use a basic simple pylon. Okay, and now this should be, yeah, filled back. Have the tanks. How should we do it? Let's do it like this. Let's go towards the top. Like this. Oh, perfect. We can fit another one. Perfect. Let's have 9. Like half of the total quantity. Or 12. 12 is good. Yeah, why not 18? Not sure. That's fine. We need some buffer. We don't need a mega buffer. I mean, that's still pretty high, right? But it's fine. This is good. And the best part of it is that the flow is super fast. Yeah, look at the speed of the flow. Like 3 per second, I think. Hey, Legendary Geek Gaming with the raid. Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream? How was your Factorio, I presume? Cute Sylveon raid. The Sylveon wants you to know that you're cute. Sylveon is so nice. How are you doing? Welcome everybody. We are finishing the ship which delivers the petroleum. By the way, this is Space Exploration. Hope you're familiar, and if you're not, what are you doing? What are you doing with your lives? Play a C. Not just kidding. And what we do here is we finally have a ship delivering petroleum gas from a planet. And once it's done, once it's connected to the system, we are going to be working on Deep Space Science 2. The beginning of the end. The beginning was with the DSS-1, right? So it's kind of the follow-up of the end. Yeah. So, because we have petroleum from the planet, we can now remove the crackers of light oil. No need for these anymore. These have outlived their usefulness. And what we do need here... let's remove these as well. Yeah. Have them here. These are also unnecessary. This could be here. And what we need is basically pump this all the way into this one tank. Like this. And that's it. And that's it. Everything else is automated. All automation is in place. I wasn't playing Factorio, I just needed someone to raid. That is nice, and I need to calm down after a bad bot raid. Oh my god. Bots, yeah, it's a problem. I had them as well. I banned them non-stop. But actually, recently, luckily, there hasn't been that many. Yeah. Sucks to have that. But thank you nonetheless. Thank you nonetheless. Hope you have a great rest of the day. What were you playing then? What were you playing? Let's do it like this. So this is the pump. Yeah, I'm trying to make only two. What's the word? Two entities between two pumps. So the idea is that if you are able to go all the way down from here to here, then it's perfect. We are not able to. Oh, it's because it's misplaced. Now we are able to. Perfect. And as you can see here in all this chain from here to here, we have only two entities between each pump. And this guarantees the maximum flow which we can do using these two entities, using only two entities. So this is filled now, but we need a final control. We need a final control here, and the control should be that this output is prioritized. since there is no more cracking, the only petroleum gas which is produced by these factories is the one we want to get rid of. So the automation should be pretty simple. We only want to pass through the petroleum gas when we have more than, I don't know, 1k, 2k, and that's it. Only when petroleum gas is above 1k. Wait. When it's enabled when it's below 1. Okay, not 1k then. The opposite, 20k. Only enabled when it's 20k, so we have 5k of leeway to empty stuff from here. You know what? That's actually too much. That's too much. Let's have it at. Yeah, let's add more space for these to empty. Yeah, I think that's better. Bad bots and hackers today. I was playing Left 4 Dead 2 and Fallout 4. Nah, it sucks when that happens. But yeah, have a rest. Have a rest. And by the way, if you want to play Factorio once again, and if you didn't know already, you can try Space Exploration 0.6, which just came out. If you need an excuse to jump into Factorio again. If you need an excuse to not have IRL anymore for 6 months or so. Okay, very good. I think very good. All we need to do here is automate the ship so it goes back when it's empty, and it's done. It is done. Bam, bam, bam. So again, I think it's the same conditions. We're gonna be checking that. You know what? I'm gonna copy paste for the just because I don't want to be looking for the combinators inside the inventory. Where was it? Left of the here, like this. Let's copy it this way. It's the same. It's the same value here for the. Oh, it didn't get overridden. That's fine. In all cases, it's the same value. So here we want to be checking that the petroleum is below 1000. We're going to be sending a blue signal, and once it's charged enough, we're going to be sending a blue signal. And the destination should be Morse. It should be 1149. The moon 1149. Moon 1149. Okay, here we go. Bam, bam, bam. Green wire on A and red wire on the items. These are connected, and finally the green wire from here. And that's it. Oh! Oh, I didn't connect the red wire. I was like, how? Why did it leave? The petroleum was still in the tanks. But it's because the wire was not connected, and therefore it didn't have any knowledge about how much petroleum we had, which is fine. No big deal. By the way, let's name this ship properly. Let's name it. I mean properly. Until someone redeems its true name, it shall be given a temporary name of petroleum hauler, I think. Come on. Oh, penguin. Yeah, it definitely is this one. They appear randomly, but that's fine. So penguin, you are a. Oh, what's the item? Petroleum. Petroleum gas. Petroleum. I have no idea. I have no idea how it's called. Okay. Let's just copy paste it. In that case. So again, to do that, you just need to go to any typeable location. You can do that with the trains as well. Have the signal for the petroleum gas here, copy it, and paste it in the console. And we shall learn its code. We shall learn its code. Again, a planet name and 1. It's kind of a convention now. we shall learn the code of this one. And to learn the code, all you need to do is go to interstellar map and check out the planet. Oh, it's not really possible because it's all overridden. Yeah, it should be somewhere here, like opening bracket and then the code for petroleum. But yes, there are so many ships there. Once it flies, we're gonna be able to look at the map and check its code. And by the way, why is it not flying? I thought the petroleum should be filled pretty fast. It is fast. It is kind of fast. But it's 18 times the speed rate. 18 times the speed that is needed to fill only one, so... should be good. It should be fine soon. And I think it's automated. And hey, look at this. We have already used up 3 tanks. 3 tanks, which otherwise would have been coming from methane ice. And we are saving a lot on the resources, by the way, because methane ice is not free. Like, to shoot it, we are shooting resources to make the shells. So we are paying twice the cost of the shells to get methane ice, because we shoot the ingredients for the shells first, and then we assemble the shells there, and then we use them to shoot methane ice. It's kind of a process. It's a process, yeah. Okay, it's gonna launch. Look at this. It is launching. Now quickly, let's go to the system view and let's check its name. I wanna know. I wanna know the name. Wait! Oh! Fluid equals petroleum gas. Okay, you need to put fluid. If it's a solid item, you put item equals, and if it's a liquid, you put fluid equals. Okay, I had no idea. I have never tried to type a fluid name. Okay, now I know. Fluid equals petroleum gas. Yeah, we were there with the name, but and as you can see, it's all working. Now, the main problem here is that we're not providing the stream, right? I mean, we can still allow it to go back and forth 8 times, but what we need to do is have a train providing the antimatter stream. Now, the way to do it is actually pretty straightforward, and let me show you. Let me show you. Do we have any fluid requester here? Oh yeah, we have the... this one, yeah, this is the, yeah, like contaminated stuff. So let's copy this entirely, in its entirety. Bam, bam, bam. It's fine to copy it with the name because I'm guessing there is no trains delivering it now. I hope. Put it like that, so we don't need anything above. We don't need these. We can delete these. This is all for the one above. And here, let's rename it. This is gonna be a antimatter requester. Antimatter stream requester. And that's it. That's basically it. Let me rename here as well. Wait, was it here? I'm blind. Oh, okay. Okay. It was here. 120k is good enough. And that's it. That's it. We have the stream. I mean, we have the stream. We have the station for the stream. Now the stream. Let's push it all the way through. And fuel the ship. It's so cool that we have gotten rid of one of these, so we have enough space for anything we might be needing in the future. I think it's smarter to place it like this, okay? And it should be coming into this one. Okay. In that case, deleting the wall. Is it fine, by the way? Since we have modified the ship, doesn't need to be taken, like be lifted off kind of manually. Maybe it's fine. Okay, this is done. The fuel is in after it's delivered. And the best part, how to deliver the stream? Well, we have an antimatter stream factory, right? But we have been using it to only make canisters. Like there is a ratio of antimatter being produced into one machine making canisters. Let's also help. What's going on here? Oh, the packs. How did that happen? Oh, a robot broke when it was delivering the packs, right? That's easy to fix. That's pretty easy to fix. Let's put a requester chest here with, say, the packs. So whenever that happens again, we're gonna be ready. And I'll put it into the global network, because this is it's a different network. We have a small network here and we have a global one there. So it's getting outputted into this one and it's passed through. Okay, good. Let's get the antimatter going. So the way I'm thinking about doing it is basically we're gonna hijack some antimatter production. It's right here. The antimatter factory is right below, and as you can see, or for those who haven't been here, the way it works is basically we have a lot of machines producing the antimatter stream itself. Here, the antimatter stream, right? With a lot of cooling. Like it mostly needs cooling. It doesn't need that much resources, but mostly cooling and energy. And here we have one single machine using all the antimatter from all of this factory, dedicated to making canisters. As you can see, the canisters are actually full. We have a full belt of canisters. They're all... and I almost want to add a little bit more... Yeah, a little bit more space here. Just because this is exactly one train. Like, these are buffered, by the way. These are buffered right here. Why are you... Okay, these trains are not used. That's fine. That's fine. And what we want is to basically have this stream. We're gonna hijack it, and we are gonna put it in another train station and use it in the station. And it's gonna be prioritized. We want to be taking the stream in priority. Putting it in the station before pushing it into these canisters. Why is that? Because refueling is more important than making canisters, and also should not be used that much. Okay, and that's it. That's it. Now, how should we hijack it in priority? Well, there are multiple ways, but the most important one is that we need to have a pump taken from a pipe network, a pipe flow. Basically, the same way it's done here, but towards the station, towards the output station. And I have an idea. Why do you have two, by the way? Why do you have two? Oh, yeah, because two of them because the throughput is too high. The throughput is too high. Yes, because we have two, we want to be using two. We want to be using two, and using two is not trivial. So what we can do is basically take it from here. We can take it from here in that case. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's copy this one here. Let's copy this one here. And let's have this pump going there, and let's take it from here. But in this way, we are not able to prioritize it without any logic, because this machine, I believe, is taking from the chest as soon as it can. So what we want to be doing is to adding a very small logic here, a very small control here, which basically ensures that it's going to be enabled only when we have enough antimatter inside the tank. And it's going to make sure that we are using the antimatter for the station first. Once it's above 10,000, output it. And if it's below 10,000, the consoles are going to get... the canisters are going to be here. They're not going to be produced anymore. And this one is not going to be outputting them once we're below 10,000. And this is how... originally I wanted to do it without any sort of... logic, but that's fine. Here we have a small issue in that these are here. Can we put them here? Oh. Okay. We can do it like this. Put it here and then put this one here. Okay, and then we can have this lane all for us. Yeah. And that's it. That's it. Now we make a provider station. We can copy the provider station from the refinery. This is a requester. This is a provider. Like this. Yeah. Bam bam. Provider station. And we're good. Should we put it here or... Nah, here is kind of closer. And that's it. Antimatter protestation. Why is it enableable? Oh, because it's a ghost. Yeah, normally when you have a wire connected to a combinator, this becomes not editable. Like this. Not editable. Okay, this is antimatter stream provider. Antimatter stream provider. Yeah. And this is antimatter all the way. And this is all good. It's all good. It's all good. Let's pump it in. Bam bam. And here we go. We have an easily injected station providing antimatter before it goes into canisters. And as you can see here, the chest is empty, which is fine. Like all the 10K have been emptied in these, and like this tank is not gonna get used in the production of the canisters. You can see we have 12. They cannot exit the machine. They're going to be sitting here, and we're going to be waiting to fill these stations first with antimatter, and then we're going to resume the production of the canisters. And that's it. So, one last thing is I'm going to make an exception for the rule which I have stated the other day, yesterday, that I wanted to only have trains the requesters. I'm going to make an exception here for the antimatter because antimatter can be distributed anywhere, and we won't be having like a huge amount of... probably we're not going to be having like one big centralized station requesting antimatter, but we're going to be having maybe several of them spread around the factory depending on where we need, where the ships land. So we shall be having some trains here at the provider because we have one provider for now. Yeah, we can be expanding it, but that's fine. Like antimatter ships, I'm not sure how fast it's going to be consumed. I'm not expecting antimatter ships, antimatter trains, sorry, to be taking too big of a toll on the train rails, on the rail congestion. I'm not expecting them to travel too often. So we need 2 fluid ships, 2 fluid trains. I got 5. I didn't want 5. Oh, I didn't get them, right? I didn't take them. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. How is everything full? How is everything always full, the inventory? Oh yeah, because we have the scaffolding. Oh no, we did have these. Okay. That's fine. Let me put back the scaffolding. Let's not. We need it. We need to make the stackers. And we can go. How many ships should we add? Let's add... Oh, 5 is not an even number. Let's have 5 more. Let's have 5 more. Trains, ships. Let's have 5 more. So 10 in total. And let's create 5 of these distributing antimatter. So we need 1 tile of space in the inventory. So I'm gonna put down some landfill. And let's wait for delivery. It's right here. Bam. Okay, we're gonna make. We have the locomotive. Yeah, we have 5 locomotives and 10 fluid wagons. We're gonna make 5 tiles here for these stackers. Oh, 5 tiles, 5 stations, 5 train stations, and they are right here. So this is the antimatter station is gonna be distributing 2 items now. It's gonna be distributing the canisters and the antimatter itself. Like this. These are for the canisters. These 2, I'm not sure. I think I haven't planned anything for this yet. And yeah, let's place these. We have exactly 5 5 spaces, which is perfect. Oh, I was muted. Apologies. Apologies, I was muted. Oh my god. That is an oopsie. I need to be more careful. Thank you for notifying. Yeah. So I think it was pretty self-explanatory what we were doing here. I made 5 more stations for the trains to delivering the antimatter. They're gonna get themselves filled with it. They're gonna go to the stacker. They're gonna stay here while full. That's the best part. They're gonna stay full and waiting for a requester to ask for them. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, I need to be like, there is a huge red light on the microphone when it's working, and for some reason I'm not seeing it. I need to put it a little bit further so it's in the eye, in my eye. so I notice it before forgetting to admit. Hey, Kvach, welcome back. Welcome back. And you arrive. It's a perfect timing. We have finished configuring the spaceship delivering the petroleum from Morse. Here it is. Here it is. A half circular shape at the front, courtesy of Revan. It's his idea. All credit to Revan. And it's full of petroleum. It's outputting it here at the refinery. It's getting pushed towards here. So it's pushed into this tank, which has priority from these. And these machines have been changed to be doing crude oil processing, and not the advanced one. We want them to be focused on heavy and light oil, and we have removed the cracking of light oil. So all the petroleum here is a byproduct. We are going to be emptying it first, and we are going to be pumping in the petroleum from this ship. Now, this ship, let's check the antimatter. Yes, this ship is fully recharged. It's recharged by these new locomotives which deliver antimatter, which we are hijacking from the antimatter station. It has been producing canisters, and now we are also outputting the stream itself. So we can deliver it anywhere, literally. Literally anywhere. We don't have to unpack the canisters and do some cooling in order to get the stream from the canisters. We can deliver both. And I have not realized that last time when we tried to make you can see here the remnants of the first idea of of a special station, refueling station. But we can actually now make it work. All we need to do is deliver the antimatter itself, and we don't need to do any kind of unpacking. So we can just deliver antimatter. We have the canisters. We can deliver anything we want, and we can have this station working as well. We don't need to be limiting ourselves to only that one. So that's it for the big plans, for the future plans. And right now, let's go ahead and build DSS2. We have everything we need, I believe. Let's check Morse. I just want to check that core mining is never ending. Let's check whether every single one of these is either waiting for items, which it is, or stuck. So here we are having a situation where this is stuck. And it is stuck because of petroleum, because of the crude oil. Why is it so? On the network, we don't have the signal on the network. Oh, this is the reason. This is the reason. This is the reason. I forgot to wire the signal. This is why we don't have it. Now, should it be green or red? It should be green. Okay. So the reason why, let me explain. We are pushing a signal. As you can see now, it has crude oil equals to 1 on the network. And that means that we have a location with crude oil to be taken care of as an active provider. And because we did not have that, we have also another like crude oil mine here, the pump jacks, which are pumping crude oil and putting them into this station, which acts as a passive provider, which should be deprioritized, compared to the byproduct ones. And this station is actually deprioritized by looking at the global network here and checking whether we have any crude oil signal. So if we have anything, we are outputting a red signal into the clamp, and we are disabling the clamp. So whenever we need crude oil, a ship cannot come here. It will always come to the byproduct one. And once it comes here, it gets the oil, this signal is going to disappear, and the clamp should be re-enabled at the passive provider. This is how it works. Now it should be good. Now that that one should be emptied. So, and finally, let's check the vitamelange. Let's check the vitamelange here. Hopefully it's good as well, and it's not. So we still have some space, but we need to do the wire. Let's not forget. Okay, just like this. Perfect. Not perfect. Okay, there's something else here. The iron. Okay, the iron here. We have a perfect example. Perfect example. We have a byproduct of iron. So this station is not specialized in iron; it's specialized in vitamelange. But it has a byproduct of iron, which has filled a rocket, and this rocket should be launching. Okay, mistake spotted. It should be launching on cargo full, not on green signal when cargo full, because this is a active provider. Active provider should always launch when it can, and here it did. The rockets which launch on green signal are only the ones which carry the main resource of the factory. These should launch only when there is no other byproduct. And by the way, vitamelange is not a byproduct, so it doesn't. This never actually happens. It should be vitamelange, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's have it for the copy-paste purposes. And so all of the other ones should be launching on cargo full. These are the byproducts. Okay, fixed 2 mistakes here. Perfect. So now this is working once again. Yeah, so I'd like to be keeping an eye on these and making sure that the core mining is never ending. Now this is still full, but it should be empty once again once we have any... once we have this platform, which finishes emptying its crude oil and goes there. I think it's okay to wait. At some point, a ship is gonna come here to take all the petroleum to bring it, and this should enable this console. So it should all be automatically unlocked. Okay, good. Let's go to DSS. Let's make DSS now. DSS 2. From what I have, from what I've learned last time, we looked at the tech tree, we looked at the DSS. It requires astro data cards. That is very annoying, but hopefully it's going to require very small quantities. I'm thinking about what to take with us. I think what we want here are... Let's drop the rails. Let's empty some. Let's empty the inventory first. So there is a chest for the rails to be used in these rails. There is refined concrete. I have so many items. Okay, Revan, it's time. It's time to invoke the right to shoot a chest. Landfill is quite precious, but we're not gonna go to more. So I'm gonna put that here. Put this here. Put this here. Let's okay. Let's not shoot these at least. Let's not shoot these. Get the cards in the trash slots. And okay, Revan, I think you're fine with shooting the blueprints, right? Because so many blueprints have been accumulating, it's a pain to go over them one by one and delete them. So we can just go ahead and delete. Yeah, delete most of them. The only ones which I use commonly are this one for placing superchargers, and that's it. The construction planners, for some reason, yeah, these are kind of like super optional. We don't need them, and that's it. That's it. I'm not vacuum plates. Heresy to shoot vacuum plates, but here we go. 2 of these, yeah, it just takes up a space, and that's it. Yeah. Let's shoot 2 of these as well. Anything that takes like space without any kind of purpose. Any foreseeable purpose in the foreseeable future. Blueprints are not a resource, so I don't care. By the way, you could just delete Yeah, I know I could do right click, but it's a bit annoying to go through all of them. Unless there's a shortcut, like, I don't know, Control click, Shift click, to delete them directly in the inventory. But I'm not seeing it. Okay. Done. Once every stream. Just once per stream. And this gives us enough space to get the scaffolding and go there. We also want to get the buildings, but let's do it after we calculate all the requirements. First of all, we need to deliver the scaffolding. You know what? We could be using our spaceship to warp. Or should we make a small platform? Oh, should we make a small platform to warp? Has excessive inventory mod, still runs out. Exactly. Inventory is the bane of my existence in Factorio. Inventory management is usually I like inventory management in other games. For example, I've been playing Raft, or like any kind of survival games. I like inventory management. I like designing like storage facilities and storing everything like carefully in the inventories. But in Factorio, there's so much more interesting stuff to do than just managing the inventory, right? So inventory is kind of always secondary. Let's put it here. Logistics bots just quietly make everything work. Yeah, but the problem is we don't have a global network everywhere at all times. And we also, especially for space exploration, we have items which are never taken care of here at space. We have stuff which is not taken care of at land. So there are like two sets of items. And yeah, it's... I mean, I could make a rocket which collects all the items for Nauvis and ships them to Nauvis when they are trashed. I could make a trash rocket, but it's a hassle. Talking about other games, have you played Dyson Sphere program? Yes, sir, I did. I played it when it released. It's a very cool game. It's a very cool game, but I didn't feel... I need action in the games. I need something happening. I need like danger. I need attacks. I need biters. Something that's happening, or like super like high complexity, right? And Dyson Sphere was too chill for my taste. It was you can wait infinite amounts of time without any kinds of stress, and nothing would be happening. In Factorio, usually if you wait too much, the factory just can die from biters or any other problems, right? And it's not the same level of enjoyment for now, but that's because the Dyson Sphere program is quite new, right? So let's give it some time. It gets better, but it was still a very enjoyable game. It was the awesome part about Dyson Sphere program is the goal, like the big goal you have for the whole game. Like you need to build a Dyson Sphere. Like you have this big goal, big project, and everything you do works out. Like it works towards the project. Like you always keep in mind your big task. In Factorio, it's more of small tasks you set in front of you. I mean, no, like there's a big project which is to reach the last science, right? To reach last science, but except for that, it's not as grandiose as the one in the Dyson Sphere program. Yeah, some sort of trash system covering all the stations, all the worlds. Yeah, it's kind of it's something that can be done at some point, but just haven't gotten around to do that. They're working on enemies. Yeah, I read about that. They're working on them. I know that many people would not want them, but personally, I like some kind of stress. I like some kind of urgency in the game. Okay, let's get started with DSS2. So open Factory Planner and check out what we need. Check out what we need. Naquium mining, antimatter. We had a factory for the first one somewhere. I can never find it. I can never. Oh, before that, I think we needed Naquium cubes. I think we needed a factory producing the cubes. I think we needed yeah, we needed a dedicated factory producing the cubes and/or nanomaterial. Because if not, we're going to be making it in place. Or maybe that's fine. Maybe it's fine to make everything in place. Yeah, for now, let's make everything in place because we have all the products there and we're already producing the nanomaterial there. And let's see. Let's build it later when we need like some big production with these. Let's see. It's not very hard. Like we need 2 machines and 1 material fabricator. All of this we have already. Okay, cool. Let's go and find the factory for Deep Space Science. Deep Space Science, here we go, here we go. We have this one. So, should we make a separate one for the second catalog? The way we did that, I don't think we should. I think we should add to this one. We should add to this one at the bottom. Because the way we did it for like energy science, oh no, we had 4 catalogs. Altogether, yeah, we had 4 catalogs altogether, which I think is the best way to do. Yeah, let's do it like that. So we are going to be enabling the second catalog, and we're going to be adding the resources, and we're going to be looking at common resources, and we're going to be adjusting the number of production buildings for all the items we build, such as nanomaterial. Oh, we don't build it there? Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's go. So the idea is to have 128 items per minute. And we have these. So we have the 4 cards first. Matrix solver. Did we... We need another item. I think it's blank data card. Is the one we provide. Yeah. We are providing the blank data cards. So here we go. We have these. Now, this is super simple. We can deliver antimatter stream. We have it now in the train. We can deliver it. Super simple. This one is kind of simple. We just need a factory building the nanomaterial. I think we have it. We have it here. We have it here. We are producing one. We need to produce 144, right? Because this needs 21, and there is another one 121. Yeah, this plus this is 144. So we just need to improve the factory producing the nanomaterial with what we need. And that's it. That's it. Now, this is done. This is also kind of easy, if I remember correctly. Yeah, all we need is a ton of particle colliders and a ton of cooling as well. But it's, again, this is pretty simple to do. This is the main annoyance. This is the annoyance. And let's... Oops, what did I do? Oh. We provide this, and this. I think we should first focus on these. Let's finish these, the easy ones, and after that, let's go ahead and do the not easy ones. Okay, we need to improve the factory producing nanomaterial to scale up to have 21 per minute more. And oh wait, Naquium cubes. We don't have Naquium cubes factory. We need to build that one as well. We need to build that factory as well. So let's do that. Oh, and look at this. Now we need 341 nanomaterial just for this one. So the factory for nanomaterial should be scaled way more now. It should be scaled to produce 485 and not 140. So this is now way bigger. Should we make a separate one for nanomaterial first? I think we are going to be using nanomaterial in many locations, so I feel like we I shouldn't be lazy. Here, being not lazy and making a dedicated factory is going to be a boon for the future. For this one, and maybe for the cubes as well. We can put them together. We can put them together, like 2 factories next to each other. Like the biggest feature with this factory is that it should be tileable. If it's tileable, then it's all good. So yeah, let's do that first. This one needs plates, but hey, guess what? We can have plates distributed by trains. We have them. Naquium plates. This will require a rocket with all the items, which is which is fine. So let's go ahead. We have a nanomaterials factory here. And let's see, this is for 1 belt, right? This is how much we need for 1 belt. And this is the composition of the requirements. And the baseline here, the ingredients, are mostly the ones we have. So let's go ahead and make a factory producing 1 belt of nanomaterial. Let's take these. And let's decide where it should go. What's blinking here? Oh, ammunition. Oh. Oh god. This should be featured to ammunition. And let's get out these into a active provider chest. Okay. Let's see where it should be. So Here we have antimatter. I'd like to leave this space for future antimatter in case we need a lot of it. Do we need space under these? These are the machines for the recycling. This is the recycling. So we might be using. We might not be using all of this. So we might have some space here. I don't think we're gonna be having anything above. These are the sciences. These are all the basic sciences. These catalogs, the deep space science is going to be below, so all this space is good. So yeah, what we can do is we can make the factory right here. We can make it right here. And I think I like this idea. I like this idea. We can go branch out here, and then we can have a factory here at the top, feeding into these. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So before, we need to take some rails, first of all. Let's put half. Half, yeah. Take some rails. There's a buffer chest here with a bunch of stuff. And that's it. That's it. Let's start working. So I'd like a factory which is going to be producing all of the intermediate items related to deep space science. And all of the Naquium resources, mainly. So right now we have the nanomaterial, we have the Naquium cubes, and I know there's going to be Naquium processors, right? It was in the task list. Yeah, Naquium processors, and maybe one with the DSS4. I'm not sure. It's kind of similar for all other items. For every single science, we had an intermediate item associated with this science. So I'd like to have a factory which produces all of them, and we can be distributing them in the system anywhere. Let's get the blueprint for the rails here. What we want is a T-junction. And so this is a bit too short. Or, nah, let's not have it here. We can have it here, and then we can adjust the rail. Yeah, let's have it here. Let's not leave too much space. Let's have it here. Yeah, that's good. We can adjust later. Now, problem is this is not exactly. Oh no, it is pastable above the rails. I think it's pastable above the rails. The only problem is the signals. So what we need to do here. Oh, and also these are now unnecessary. Let's remove the signals first. Let's place the factory second. The branch second. It's a bit of a pain to override, but that's how it is. I'm gonna go in the middle. Place these. And place these. Okay, and now that these are placed, we can remove these. Like that. Okay, good. And everything else, the base robots can take care of it. Now, we need some stackers, and we also want this line to go a little bit towards the, a little bit higher towards the top. So it's not on the station, and here we go. Perfect. Oops. Perfect. We have the exit line here. And let's have an entrance line above. These are gonna be the stackers. Coming in from above. And let's have proper tiling. Where is any proper stacker? I think here. Yeah, here we have all the proper stackers, proper ratios, proper... not exactly proper ratios. I think we can do better. Yeah, there was one better. What's the last one we made? Oh, this one, right? This one was the last one. No, not this one. There's one we made. It's not. This is not the best. It's not the best because I like this to be one tile above, But I think we can just copy from here and then we can adjust. The reason why I want this to be one tile above is because these don't fit. As you can see, it's not exactly perfect, and it's not only here. It's also the max distance of. I'm gonna explain. It's easier to show than to say. So this is the closest one we can get, and let's take this one and put it one lane above. So my perfect positioning for these stackers, it goes like this. The idea is to have a substation, which is one tile from the rail here on this side. And if we go and have it at max distance at the top, it should be the same. It's one tile from the rail for the signals. And like this max distance substations cover these rails. And the bonus is that it matches. It matches now perfectly these exits, external rail exits. So yeah, this is how I like the stations to be. Now let's have a second. I'm not sure about the distancing here. For the distancing, I think I have not made mistakes here, so we'll just copy from here, these, and copy the bottom ones here, and put these. Okay, here we go. This is the skeleton, the framework for the future factory, and let's have these as well. Oh, I think there needs to be... Oops. I should have copy-pasted. There needs to be an adjustment here where we want these to have the signals to be here. So once a train passes through, a next one could be already coming in. Yeah, ASAP. And this one needs to be here. Okay, good. Something like this. So we're going to be having some inputs and also outputs all the way scalable towards the left. And let's have factories here above. And the idea is to make this full factory, which produces one belt, or actually looking at the amount of machines, it's not high. The amount of machines is actually pretty low. So what we can do is we can have more than one belt of nanomaterial here. How about that? Oh, you know what? Let's, can we move this all the way down? I wish we were able to kind of drag it all the way, but that's fine. These buttons are not exactly the best. What I want to do is to have another one for the other product, and I want them to be next to each other, but it's fine. What was the Naquium cubes? Was it? Here, these ones. Recipe. Do we need to set the recipe here? Oh, not sure. That's fine. Naquium cubes. Let's have these decomposed. So I'd like to see how much nanomaterial we need for one full belt of Naquium cubes. Do we need one full belt of Naquium cubes? I'm not sure, but let's have it. Let's look at it. Let's look at the amount of machines. Okay, that's a lot of machines. That's a ton. And you can see that it's 1-to-1. It's 1-to-1. A single nanomaterial is required for a single Naquium cube, plus one vulcanite, plus a ton of plates. Okay, I think this is an overkill. I think it is an overkill, so we're never going to be having that much cubes necessary. Looking at the Naquium plates, we're never going to be getting 16 belts of Naquium plates. That's not going to happen. So this, in this case, we don't need to create the nanomaterial in front of the cubes. We can have a big production of nanomaterial, and we can branch it and have some of it used by the Naquium cubes. We can have, I think, 10%, 270 per minute. Yeah, this looks better. 10 buildings, kind of 2 belts of Naquium plates, and 10% of nanomaterial, 10% of a belt. And we can be having the nanomaterial factory, which is bigger. Nanomaterial. Right here. This factory is not very hard. Again, yeah, I'm not seeing anything shocking. It's all pretty straightforward. Now, let's make a super tile. Let's make a great tile. First mistake you made, you think stuff is never going to happen. Are you implying that at some point in the game we're going to be needing tons and tons of Naquium cubes? Oh my god. Okay, but in that case, let's just make it tileable. Let's make a tileable factory, and if needed, we can tile it all the way there. But 43 Naquium plates, 43,000 Naquium plates per minute is crazy high. This is just crazy high, right? Who knows? Not me, that's for sure. But you seem like you have some insights. You seem like we have insights. We will need a rocket, which is fine. Do we want to be using robots here, or do we want to be using belts? I think belts all the way is the way to go. But since we're talking rockets, this is from Nauvis, we are gonna be needing... Yeah, like there's many resources coming from Nauvis, but that's fine. That's easy to configure. Let's go. Let's go ahead and start building. So let's have a rocket here at the bottom right. Which is going to be, let's leave some space for the belts if necessary. This rocket is going to be delivering resources to this place, to this factory. Yeah, let's have some space to work with, and the landing pad as well. And let's see all the items we are going to be needing. So I'm not going to be doing what I did before and that is to calculate exactly the ratio of all the items that are going to be needed and multiply it by a certain amount to have one full rocket with all these items in the good ratios. I realized it was a mistake. This is not the good idea. It could work, but it doesn't really work if you scale parts of the factory. If you scale everything, that's fine. But if you scale parts of the factory, these ratios are going to get off. So the best way to do it here, I think, is to have enough buffers for twice the amount of items that can fit in a rocket. And we're always going to be requesting for one full chest of rockets. Very straightforward, very simple. So let's look at all the items we will be needing, including nacreum cubes. So nacreum cubes just need a vulcanite and, of course, stone and material testing packs, right? Let's have it. Oh, by the way, we can be shooting stone from our core mining. We don't have to go through Nauvis. Ooh. Yeah, stone is now quite special. Stone is now a special resource, and we can have a separate landing pad, which is gonna be stone requester. Do we need anything else? Do we have any other like resources? Do we need coal? I don't think we need coal. Holmium plates. No, holmium plates is a product. So only stone as a raw resource. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to be having a landing pad for stone, and we're going to be having this landing pad for everything else. This landing pad is going to be for everything else, and the way what is everything else? Everything else is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 resources from Nauvis. Easy. So all we need is 8 pairs of chests, like this. And we're going to be asking for one full chest of each and every of these 8 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. 3 more. Yeah. It's a bit of a 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Like this, we're sure that there is never going to be a problem with the rocket, which is not able to launch because we don't request enough resources. That's the main thing. Now, 8. How much belts can we afford on each side? And by the way, the belts count can be proportional to the requirements. Like if we have one resource which is super highly required, for example, these girders, which is no, the chromium cables is the highest here. We can have more belts for the cables and less for everything else, just to balance out the outputs. Okay, let's have it by 100. 100 is 1 belt. 100 per minute is 1 belt. So let's have and what's the order we should use? We should put them. It doesn't really matter. Let's go in order they're shown here. So 3 belts for the bulkheads. Then 5 belts for the girders. Hopefully it's gonna work. Then 2 belts for epoxy, or 1 belt for epoxy. Not too sure. Actually, 2 is better, I think. We have enough space here, yeah. Then 2 belts for solenoids. No, I don't have insights, not even produced, but just the attitude of stuff will never going to happen. Oh, that's, yeah, this is not a problem because I have decided to go for a tileable setup, right? This is it's going to be a tileable setup, so stuff is not going to be happening within one tile, right? But of course, the baseline is that all should be expandable. That is a fact. In Factorio, you will always need more stuff. That is true. That is very true. Vitalik Epoxy is next. No, Vitalik Epoxy was here. When I switch the oil refinery to 3 outputs, petrolite, oil, and heavy oil, I need to use all 3, because when I use only one, petroleum, the oil refinery will stop making petroleum because the light oil and heavy oil is full. Well, there is a cracking system which helps you with that. There is a cracking system. Let me show you the refinery we have on Nauvis, so I can explain with the last one we came up with. So the cracking is allows you to transform the resource into another one. You can have heavy oil transformed into light at will, and you can have light transformed into petroleum at will. So that leaves you with only one problem: when you need light or heavy oil, and you can have a backup of petroleum. If you use petroleum at least somewhat, then you will have no problems. But if you only use light and heavy oil, you can have petroleum backed up. That's the only issue which can occur. Hopefully, thankfully, the game has you using petroleum very often. Like you need petroleum for many things, right? So it's not a problem. But the build I went with here, which I like a lot, is having cracking right next to the production, so you can already decide which one you need, and crack the outputs of each refinery and send only the one you need with something like this. And we have some logic here going on, which is kind of balancing stuff. And we have the bottom row, which is doing advanced oil processing, and top row, which is doing crude oil processing, which is more heavy on light and heavy oil if you need these more. But if you split it like that, you need some automation in order to ask the system which ones you want. So enabling these or both, etc, etc. I deleted all the keys before starting the game. Yeah, I do agree. They might be annoying. Wait, we don't have these anymore? So again, following the same logic, 2 of the blue circuits. And 7 of holmium cables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam. And 2 of holmium plates. And 1 of testing packs. And we are done, I think. 2 of holmium plates and 1 of testing packs. Okay. Here we are. Let's just connect everything now. Let's connect everything. I should have taken more belts, but I wasn't expecting to be already doing like resource management. That's fine. Here we have 5. Let's connect them as close as possible to the top, so we can use as few belts as possible. And this one is here. Yep, 5 of these. Then 2 of these. Again, as close to the possible, as close as possible towards the top. And then these. Oh, these are straight. Very convenient. These are almost straight. Oh, we don't have enough space here. Okay, let's move everything a little bit. Now I know I'll convert my light oil to something and heavy oil to something so that it will not back up. Yep, the end product is petroleum. It's the only one which can back up. But be careful with which one you are using, because if you need heavy oil and light oil and you don't need petroleum that much for some reason, you shouldn't do advanced processing. You should do the crude oil processing. So I highly recommend you look into the logic and balance out depending on the ones you need. Is it gonna be okay here? Yeah, it's fine. So plans to tear it all up for DSS belts? Tear it up? Maybe no, but we can replace it. We can replace all, right? But I heard DSS belts are super expensive. I heard they're super expensive, so I'm not sure how fast it's gonna be possible. We cannot go above 6 belts, unfortunately, so let's delete one of these. It's fine, and let's have these here. Oops. Yeah, DSS belts are 64 per second, right? So almost 50% as fast, which is really cool. But I think it's not gonna be too impacting. We're never limited by the speed of the belt. We're never limited because we have relatively small tiles. Although if we had better belts, we could be using less of them. But every single factory here is kinda, the ratios are all calculated. So the speed of the belts is calculated to deal with everything. So I don't think we need to replace the good belts, the deep space belts here. All of this is all kind of set in stone. But what we can do is use the new belts for the new builds. In the case we need... oh, by the way, what did I do here? I did an oopsie. This one is the last one. Okay, here we go. All of these in their separate ones, and all we need to do here is exits, and so it doesn't make sense to have more than the amount we have. Only to here, all of them here, and one here. Okay. Should we already request for the resources? Let's leave it. No, let's leave it for the end, because initially I think the best would be to. Should we put it here? Nah, it's fine. We can have belts. This is stone. Break down the DSS belts in Factory Planner. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at DSS belts. From what I remember, the colored ones are the basic ones with, like, the basic ones are the ones we need to produce, right? Let me check. We need to check here. I think I have, yeah, so we just need a lamp. We need a lamp to make any color, but we need to make the basic ones. Yeah, these ones. So let's see. Let's see if you want one belt of belts. One belt of belts per minute. Yeah, you know what? It's not bad. It's not that bad. It's the space transfer belt plus 10%, like one gives 10 of each of these resources. It's not that bad. No, you know what? It's not that bad. It's actually pretty straightforward. Lubricant might be a pain, but because we're not, but we can always lift some more heavy oil and make lubricant, or lubricant directly. But it's them all, so yeah, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty cheap. Not that expensive, I mean. Not cheap, but not that expensive. They still need vacuum plates. It's like one plate for 2.7 belts. Which is fine, like we have plates going, hopefully. Top belt, but connected. Oh, you may have posted it before I moved it, right? Should be good now, right? Eagle-eyed Chris. Okay, let's go with let's proceed with the, where was it? Do you guys also make factories, separate factories for your intermediate products in space? I'm more of a local production person, but these are kind of special because the production of DSS is already quite high. Like, we need tons of stuff, tons of cards. I cannot find it. Oh, we need to use the feature to archive. Yeah, we need to archive some factories, kind of hide them basically. Here, nanomachines. This is the one I was looking for. Okay, and for this, you know what? We can. We still kind of need to get the landfill. Yeah, let's go get the landfill. Let's go get the belts, and let's get started. Let's get the machines as well. So we need 3, 4, 5 space manufactories. 10 laser facilities. I like it when it's 10.0. 4 particle accelerators, 4 plasma generators, and 1 pulverizer. Actually, not pulverizer, mechanical facility. And let's have them ordered. So, 5 space manufactories. Here, right? 5 of these. 10 laser, 4 particle accelerator, 4 plasma generator. Particle collider. Laser, 10 laser. Where is it? 10 laser, 4 particle accelerator, 4 a plasma generator. Oh, I remember. This is the plasma stream. One of these streams, which is 1-to-1. I like it the most. The 1-to-1 from plasma to particle accelerator. And then we need a mechanical facility. One. Okay. Now that this is in the inventory, we can proceed with the build. Did we get the mechanical one? Oh, we had 3. Okay, cool. Let's get the scaffolding. Oh, the belts. We have these. Oh, you know what? Let's use the ship. What are we doing? Let's use the ship. Let's have the ship. It's our personal ship. And I was thinking about having a platform, a very small platform with maybe only 1 big storage chest, which we can be using to be warping all around the base. How about that, guys? What do you think? What do you think about this? You know what? Let's build it. Let's build it. I like this idea. A warping platform to move around the base. Triplanar for undergrounds or speeders. Oh, is it worse? Let me check the recipe. Is it worse? Is it so much worse? 1 cube. Oh, 1 vacuum cube for 10 of these. No, 10 to 1? Is it 1? Yeah. Okay, 1 cube for 1 belt. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, these might be not that expensive, but undergrounds are more expensive suddenly. And these are 2 belts and 1 quantum processor and 1 cube. What? Okay, you don't... you're best not using too much undergrounds with these. 1 for 1. 1 processor plus 1 cube for the speeders and 1 cube for the undergrounds. Okay, guys, funny build. We're gonna be making a warping platform, which is gonna be used for personal transport across Nauvis Orbit. Right? So I'd like to make a circle. I'd like to make a full circle. How should a full circle be? Let's not make it too small. I think it needs to be like 300. Bam. Then we need to do it like this, maybe. Is it a circle? It kind of is a circle. Oh, I think it's too small. Let's have this. Then reduce it by 2. Have it like this. Then reduce it by 4. Reduce it by 4 more. 4 or... Wait, it was not even. Oh my god, it was not even initially. Oh, that's fine. We can just do this and paste 1 more to the left. And then we can do this and paste 1 more to the top. That should make it even. Okay, and now let's place these. I made a mistake on the left. Like this. Is it a circle? It's not a circle. It's all but a circle. Oh my god. I feel like these ones are a little bit too much. Like, looking at it, it's better. This is better. So, what's the integrity of this thing? What's the integrity of our... how should we call it? How should we call this? This weird thing. A donut, a flying donut. Like this. Let's have entrances at all sides. One of these. Somewhere in the middle. Let's have wait. Let's have entrances at all sides for the convenience. And the idea is that we want to be having as much tanks, fuel tanks, as not as much as possible, but maybe 2, because we want to be warping fast, warping many times before recharging. So this is 200 integrity, right? So I want to place one container. I want one container to be here. With one container, is it going to be below or above? Okay, it's above, so we can afford more space. We can afford more space. And I think I have an idea of how to claim more space. We can just move everything to the left, top left. Okay, you know what? Like this, with tiles. And let's move everything 2 steps to the left. Like this. We have claimed more space. Now let's delete this and place these. How round? Hey! I got a compliment on the roundness. I'm so happy. Thank you for saying it's round. And here we want to be having 2, right? No, 2 is a bit too much. 2 is too much, but like suddenly it's less round. No, it's okay. It's still okay. With the walls, it's okay. Accidentally hit shutdown button on the computer. Oh! That's a bit of a pain to be. Hope your computer is doing okay. Let's have 8 walls here. Let's have 8 walls. Okay, cool. It's round, right? It is round. Now, what's the integrity? What is the integrity of the machine? 282. Perfect. So now we can place one of these. I mean, it's fine if it's not big enough. All we want is like, we don't need more space. Yeah. So we have these, and also keep in mind that we're going to be having fuel tanks. And I'd like to have 2. I'd like to have. I think 2 are good enough. Yeah, something like this. Something like this, yeah. Now, how much is it? That's fine. Oh, perfect. Look at the perfection. Look at the perfection. That's it. We're not going to be having any more fluids whatsoever. Here, all we need is a pump, and we need a clamp as well. Where can we put a clamp? So yeah, I am looking forward towards this one. It's gonna help us a lot moving around the Nauvis Orbit. We're gonna be going to the mall. We're gonna be going to anywhere pretty easily. And the clamp. Where's the clamp? I cannot find anything in the inventory. Okay, they're right here. Oh, I wish it was able to put it. Oh, maybe it is if we move everything 1 tile, like top left. Ah, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna save this with the tiles. Let's delete it. And 1 and 2 like this. We're gonna move it here. Like this. And now we should be able to put a clamp here. Yeah, look at this. Or should we put it between the doors? That's fine. That's no big deal. The clamp is right here, and we can automate it. So what's the signal? Oh, let's have the spaceship +1. Spaceship is 2, so we should be using 3. Oh, maybe we're using 3 elsewhere. I'm not sure whether we are using 3. I'm not. No, I don't think we are using 3. I don't think we're using 3. Or shall we make it 1? No, 1 is kind of the default. I don't like a new ship, a new clamp should be 1, and I don't want to be it to be already like conflicting with anything. So we have a clamp here. Let's have like an energy substation here next to the clamp. And the best part is that we're gonna be putting clamps all over the place. And what we can do is we can have some constant combinators here, which are gonna go into deciders, and we can basically decide on like depending on where we want to go, we can enable them. Let's disable them all by default, and let's have some coding. So this is M. M stands for the mole. This is gonna be yeah, DSS factory. D for DSS. So let's do that. So M here is gonna be using the clamp. M is gonna be using, we need to decide the clamps here. Again, the clamp enumeration. Okay, personal clamps. Personal clamps. How what range should the personal clamps be? That's always a hard decision. That's always a hard decision. You know what? Man, I should have started with a good convention already. I'm gonna give it a big number, and I'm gonna forget. That's fine. We can output them in the front. You know what? Because it's 3, let's have 3000. 3000 and 3001. Like this is 3000, right? So mole is gonna be the 3000. So if we enable this one, we're gonna be going towards the mole. If we enable this one, we're gonna be going towards 3001. Something like this. And what we need here... do we even need the combinators? No, we don't. We can just connect everything here into the... Yeah, we don't need the combinators. Bam, like this. And this one is coming in here. We might be wanting to have some automation going at some point in time. That platter... platter! No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a name yet. It's up for grabs. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna call it something generic until anyone names it. Oh! Kvatch decided to name it. Okay, cool. What's your suggestion? By the way, let's put it higher in the priority. Trying to find it here in the list so we can set it to the higher priority. I can't find it. Okay, never mind. Oh, you know what? I think it's easier to just do that. Plover, right? Yeah, that's yeah, way easier. Okay, priority 2. Even 3. Let's have our custom ship at the very top of the platform. Bistromath. Bistromath. I've never heard that word. But here we go. The Bistromath. I missed what its internet usage to be. Oh, the internet usage is to have this platform for personal usage to warp all across the Nauvis Orbit, because now Nauvis Orbit, as you can see, is very big, and we always take time to fly to the mall, to this location. So we're gonna be using this platform. We could be using the ship, but the ship has 900 integrity, so it drains quite a bit of antimatter every time it does it. So the idea is to use only this platform to save up on antimatter. And it's also quite compact, and it's funky, and it's simple. So nothing crazy, just the... Let's also input this stuff. So I have added 2 tanks, by the way, while talking about something else. And I think that is fine. Now, you know what? We don't need them. We're going to be saving even more antimatter. Yeah, 281. That's good. Get back to Hitchhiker's Guide. Ah! I have never read it. I watched the film. I watched the movie. But I haven't... no, I started reading it. And I didn't go that far because I I felt like I was not getting most of the jokes. Maybe half of them I wasn't getting, because my English skills were pretty low, and they are probably still are, because there's a lot of intellectual jokes. But I need to get back to this, maybe with a dictionary, like all the words I don't know. The movie was disappointing. The movie, I still enjoyed it, but I didn't find it exceptionally good, right? But I did enjoy it. But if the book is so famous and the movie is not exceptional, then I guess the book must be better. The book is great. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So you confirm. Yeah, I need to get around and trying to read it with a dictionary. It's kind of a weird franchise. All adaptations of it are slightly different, intentionally so. Intentionally? Oh. The movie is just too short to do it justice. Yeah, that's the big problem of the movies. You have to cut out some content, and it's hard to decide which one to cut, and whichever you cut, it's always gonna be unsatisfactory for the fans, right? Same for Lord of the Rings. Everyone wants for the extended version, the uncut, the as extended as possible. Okay, let's go. Let's start using it. So we want the mall first of all. Let's go and give ourselves a location at the mall for the fueling. With the fueling, why is it out of energy? Oh yeah, let's place a accumulator. So the mall location, I'd like it to be as close as let's go. Let's be at in the middle in the middle of the mall. Okay, not exactly in the middle. I don't want to destroy any landfill. Let's go here. Let's go here. Yeah, that's good. And you know why that's good? It's because it's close to the trains. It's close to the trains, so we can basically copy the antimatter requester and have it coming. Where did I put it? Oh, here. You have an antimatter stream requester chest. Now we can deliver antimatter everywhere. So we can copy that. We can copy that. And we can put it right here. So now the mall has antimatter. Just like this, the mall now has antimatter. This is the advantage of having trains at the provider. It's easier, right? It's easier when you add the same station, but it's not good if you add too many of these stations and suddenly you need to expand to expand the provider. But for the antimatter, I think it's kind of appropriate. Just add a station and you get the antimatter wherever you need it. So let's get it sent to the refueling here. Should we add some basic automation, like whenever it's low on antimatter, automatically go to the mall? I don't think it's necessary. We can be watching. Famous last words. We're going to be going to the mall very soon, so it's really good. Like, mall is kind of a central place where we're always going to be going. So it's good to have the refueling place at the mall. So this is 3,000 exactly. And that's it. So whenever we want to go to the mall, we are going to be enabling this. Enable this and go to the mall. I don't think we need an automation for launch. We can just press the button. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we are. What was the... And the best part is that it has a chest. It has a chest, so we can store anything we want. We can store anything we want here. And let's use it to store all the Nauvis stuff. And the initial thought was this. We can have a lot of inventory space by storing Nauvis items, which we are not using immediately, inside the platform. And once we're ready to go to a planet, we can just grab it all from here. We know it's here. And let's also get rid of all the capsules. We don't even need a single one now, because we have spaceships. And that's it. That is it. We have a lot of space. Inventory space. Let's go. And we have transport. Man, the bistro math is gonna be here for convenience. It's like an amateur live stage play. Every performance is different. Ah, I see. I don't know, the movie wasn't even close to the book in the terms of characters, appearances, and story. Not even close, wow, so bad. Yeah, I heard it was completely different, but as Quatch says, it might be intentional that every single one of these has a reinterpretation. Let's put you somewhere where we're not blocking. Let's put you here. And we might, yeah, you know what? Let's temporarily give it let's say N for liquidate products, and let's give it a clamp which is gonna be 3002. Lord of the Rings movies were great as long as dwarves weren't important to you. Wait, did they massacre the dwarves? I don't know about that. They have massacred the dwarves compared to what they are in the books. I mean, Gimli was pretty funny, but I didn't have the impression he was particularly ridiculous. Like, I still find him quite cool as a character. I mean, I agree, but at least with the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, they have more license to depart with than with other adaptations. You mean it's because there is more freedom? They want comic relief. Ah, I see. Yeah, he was funny most of the time, but I still felt some. I still felt he was cool as a character. Like, not always funny, right? But yeah, it's in many cases it has been a comic relief. That is true. Let's have this one here. It's fine if they are. No, it's not fine. They can be aligned easily. So let's do so. And we also want to have a pylon here next to this one to power the accumulator, which isn't placed yet, which should be placed right now. Naquium accumulator. Where is it? Oh. And place it anywhere. Yeah, whatever. Okay, and now how are you not powered? Because nothing is connected here, and this is because we have moved the one at the top. And here we go. Now this one is powered, and we have these, and let's also adjust the cables. Connect you. And disconnect you. These are going to be disconnected automatically. And let's also disconnect this one for the niceness. Okay, cool. So here is N, which should be 3002. We can now easily come here when necessary. I just need to work with the reflexes. Enable, disable, enable, disable. I do love the movies, but I also love dwarves, so it was a thing. Ah, you got particularly frustrated at how they massacred your boy. I mean, I do get it. I do get it. If you read the books first. For me, it was very similar with Harry Potter. I read the books first, and I was a big fan of the books, as many people. And the movies were just disappointing, because there are so many things they didn't mention, like so many interesting details, and even changed some parts, like not good reactions, and the characters was not the same as you imagined them to be. So yeah, it was a bit unfair. Why am I putting this here? The factory should be here. Yeah, let's remove these. The factory is going to be on the left, so yeah, let's remove these. The belts are going to be going out of here, and they're going to be going towards the left. So we can start. I mean, here is good. Here's good. Let's start here. Let's start here. These are unnecessary, though. So, Naquium products. Let's see here. We have all the buildings. All we need to do is start the build. Now, do you think we should go for one full belt, or maybe we can do more? I have taken enough for one full belt, but we can do more. We can do more. Let's have a look at the cooling. Let's have a look at the cooling. So we need the cool one and the cold one, which is a little bit annoying, but nothing too bad. And this one. Okay. What's the amount of machines? 1, and 0.3. if we go with exactly 3 belts, we can be having exactly 2 machines here, 1 machine here. But it's a bit weird to be basing the amount of production on the cooling machines, right? It should be. But it's actually no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad to be basing these on these because we're gonna be using the common cooling for multiple of these because like we are underkilling by a lot. Except for this one. This one could be increased. It's almost 0.333, right? It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. The bottleneck is the last hypercooler by a very little. Which is fine. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do that. Let's have 3 belts. Let's have 3 belts. Let's have 3 of these. Or yeah, why not? Why not? So in that case, let's have a tile going from top to bottom, and the tile is gonna be tiled horizontally, of course, towards the left. But let's have stuff like builds going from bottom to top to bottom. So for that, we need first of all we need 3 of these. These are the final ones. These are the final ones which produce the item itself. We don't need to be that far from the chests, I think. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's make these antimatter. No, nanomaterial. Should be here. Yep. Okay, good. Is there anything we need to place in front of them directly? They need the stream, 8.4K, and we have these. We have 4 machines into 3 manufactories. It's okay to have them a bit behind. We can either go like this, but we can also take some horizontal space. I think horizontal space should be prioritized because horizontal space is infinite, vertical space is finite. We cannot go. We won't be going all this way, but still. Okay, so we have these. Harry Potter got the typical main plot plus 1 tiny side thing extraction from the books, but it's just so to start with, so nothing of value lost. Except the last book movie because so slow. Yeah, but I enjoyed a lot of details about the world itself, about like small actions which are not exactly in line with the main plot, but which are very nice, like funny and interesting, and all of these were kind of omitted, like most of them. And yeah, the final movie, it's it's not only slow, but also I think I don't remember exactly. It's been many years, but I remember realizing that the whole plot resolution was different from the movies, from the books. Like there were some important. I don't remember too much. It has been many years. But I remember feeling unsatisfied with the movies. Dissatisfied. Man, I should learn to speak. Could be helpful in life. So 0.1 of these. 0.1 of these. We could make one for like 10 belts, and we could make one for 3. So okay, let's see. The idea here is to have 3 of them, right? Let's see, by the way, how far the construction robot construction bots bring us. Let's place one of these here. Yeah, so this way we're covered, and we can request stuff to be built by the construction bots by disabling our own bots, which is very nice. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna request 3 more machines, so we're gonna be kind of building for 3 belts at once. 3 belts at once. By placing these in a row. So these are going to be 3 belts, and we are going to be sharing some of the buildings for all of these, for all 9 of these. And for example, 3 manufacturers require 0.1 space manufacturing for dynamic emitters. So why not have one feeding all 9 of these? 3 times as much. Same for quantum processors. We only need 1 for 9 of these, right? Laser facilities need to be kind of placed for each one of these. So let's go ahead and do that. Laser facilities. Let's start like, let's align them, kinda. And we shall see. And these make quantum phenomenon. Quantum. I think Quantum Phenomenon was a really funny card. Yeah, you get one black data card, and half of the time you get the quantum, half of the time you get nothing. That is quantum. Very nicely done. Can they be next to each other? They can, but I'm always worried about, like, okay, that's fine. Let's just not have one tile in between and have them aligned. Oh, these might as well be placed manually. We have them. Let's go all the way up. So we're going to be placing mainly one tile, but these two are going to be completed if we share some resources. 8. 9, 10. I'm placing these. I'm placing all of them without connecting first. It's fine. We're gonna be copy pasting everything. But I just want to kind of have a feeling about like the distribution, like how to make these kind of fit in a small space, because they will also have 4 particle accelerators and 4 of these, right? So 3 of them, 4. Can we make this aligned? Like if we do it like this, probably like this is. Let's see. By the way, what's the direct resource they need? They need from behind a dynamic emitter, and they need stuff from particle accelerator, the stream. And this one needs these ones. And the emitter here is 1 for all. It's actually 1 for all. So what we can do is we can create the emitter in the front here. We can make it in the front. We don't have to make it behind, because it takes directly resources from these chests. It feeds them into these, and it doesn't have to go behind. I think that's good. I think that's good. This way we don't need too much of these. We're going to be economizing some buildings. So let's go ahead and oh, we have them. We have 2 of them in the inventory, I think. Let's place them somewhere here in front of the first one, for example. But they're going to be used for in front of the belts. In front of the belts is not a good idea. Or maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine if we place them kind of in a way like in between these. No, maybe it's fine. Let's see. Oh, by the way, we don't have any more land feel. Let's try using the platform. Let's try using the platform to get more land feel. So, okay, it's hard to enter. So what we need to do is we need to enable the mole here and press launch. Sir, you're supposed to land, sir. For 3,000. It was almost better for the background of missions because it means you're not thinking about the world building quite so hard. But it was the best part for me. It was the best part. The world itself was the most interesting part about Harry Potter. Not the character. I mean, personally, it was not the characters. It was the world. I may have been too old to be the intended audience. Could be part of it. Where's the mole clamp? The mole clamp should be here. I might have forgotten to configure the. No, it is 3,000. Oh, it should not be 3,000. Oh my god, it should be 3,001. 3,000 is the mole. We're at the mole. No, it is 3,000. So what's going on? We have a clamp which is on, but the ship cannot land. Nauvis. Oh, it needs to go to Nauvis Orbit. It needs to go to Nauvis Orbit, and it needs to have its It needs to have its own clamp here, which is 3. Of course. It needs to have its own clamp, which is 3, and destination. Let's auto let's code it. Encode it. It's always Nauvis Orbit. And after we connect it, it should land immediately. Yep, cool. So here we are at the mall. We have arrived. We grab whatever we need, which are the platform scaffolding. We go back to the Bismath. Bistromath. The Bistromath. We disable this one. We re-enable the Nakum products, which is N, and we press launch. Is it a bit too much of, is it too much actions? Maybe you can reduce it, but it's still cool. And look at this, we haven't even used 2000 fuel, because all of them are 50k. We haven't even used all the fuel. We have used nothing, Man, that's so convenient. This platform is gonna be so convenient. Raised on Tolkien, I take my world building seriously. The most developed world building there is indeed Tolkien. I do agree. Let's put these into a chest. I mean, yeah, we don't need to. Okay, and let's go. So here we have we need to build the emitter, and we need to build the quantum processor. Do these need anything from elsewhere? Oh, wait a second. Quantum phenomenon data need to be injected into these. So okay, I did not realize that all these cards do not go directly into these. They go first and foremost into the quantum processor, which is then going into dynamic emitter, and that's it. Like, these two buildings should be next to each other. It's 1-to-1. It's 1-to-1. Perfect. A little bit below, but that's fine. So these cards go inside the processor and then inside the emitter. Huh. But we need 10 of these per 3. So we can have this building used for all of them, for all 9. But in that case, we'll need to have 30 of these. We will need to have 30 of these. In that case, we might actually normalize. We might centralize. Centralize the position here. We might have 30 buildings here, taking in. Yeah, in that case, it's the best. How is it wide? How wide it is? Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's have 3 rows like this, and they can all go inside the emitter processor. Maybe try to replace in the ship wall into only gates. Oh, that's a great idea. Only gates. Big fan. Let's do it once we're after the spaceship yard. But how is it gonna look if it's not a straight line, if it's a corner? Is it looking okay to you like this? It looks weird, right? I mean, why not? It's funky. It's funky. It's disconnected, but it's funky. Gates don't count as walls for integrity discount. But we have only 3 to lose, right? We have only 3 to lose. No, they're gonna go up. We can place like walls. We can place walls every, like, here. We can place more of them. So like whenever we are flying towards the ship, there are high chances we enter through the wall, through the door. I mean, you can replace every single middle one of these by a wall. Let's have some testing, because I think, like, since they're in the corners, they should be. Oh, by the way, oh no, I think with enough speed we can land inside the ship with enough speed. Yeah, look at this. It's more about the exit. So my idea would be to do this. Like this. So the entrance should be easy anyways. Yeah. And the exit is oh, we're kind of stuck. Why were we stuck? I'm running top, and if I run top left, we are still stuck. There are kind of oh, I wish we weren't stuck here. And so what if we put a door? Oh, I don't have any more doors. Yeah, if it was not for this problem, I think it would have been nice. Yeah, let's see when we are at the shipyard, and maybe we can replace them with more doors. Antimatter wise, it's not expensive at all. It's almost free. So let's see. But I'd like to decide here for the build first, and I think we can have 3 rows of 10 behind, and here in the middle, what we want is to have these to be feeding the particle stream inside 3 machines. We need 4 of these, and the way they can be placed is you stay here. It can be placed like this, I think. Looking for the yellow ones, plasma generators, yeah. So it's 1-to-1, so they can be adjacent. And these are red ones, and these are yellow ones, right? Yeah. And this is directly into these 3. Okay, so the idea is that we place all of them like this. All 4 of them. But we're gonna be having a lot of space in the middle here. We have a lot of space which is fitting. This space in the middle is fitting is fitting to have the column of 10. Because we do it like this. How about doing them like this? No, we can't do them like this because we need 4 into 3, so it's gonna be not properly aligned. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Let's have one space manufacturer per 3. It's not a big deal. It's one space manufacturer used. We don't have to share them. Sharing is scary. This is the second type of saying. It's fine. And I think I have misplaced these 1, 2, 3. No, it's not misplaced. It's perfect. I have not connected them, but I'm still placing the ghosts because we're gonna be able to have them delivered. So it's gonna be easier to move them after they are placed by the robots. Oh, and these are misplaced. Okay, these are misplaced right here. In that case, yeah, I was thinking about having them at the end. Like this. And we can have the previous row of 10 here and have... let's start with the... Oh, should we have them here? Oh yeah, we should have them here. We should have them here. This way is gonna be better for the tiling. Let's have them in the middle, so we can have 1 and 2, and that's all we need. And then we have 10 of these as close as possible. Not as close as possible, but something like this. How about that? How about this build? How about this build? So all these cards are feeding into this one. They're feeding into this one, which makes emitters. Now, we do not need a factory for quantum processors, do we? I'm a bit worried now. Where do we use quantum processors and the emitters? Let's have a small check. I'm afraid of the answer, though. I might not wanting to be looking at this. So, nanomaterial, shield projector, we have them. This is not important. Arcospheres, they're also used in arcospheres. Oh wait, it's a result. Wait, it's a result. It's a result. Yeah, 2 of them are used in arcospheres. But it's a collector, right? We don't. I'm not sure how many. Do we need to automate the production of these? That's fine. We can do this then. I think. Like it's not that many. This is a storage. It's a special chest, right? A container linked by extra-dimensional space to other containers. Oh. Teleport? Is the teleport? The links of the container depend on the surface it is placed on. It is first placed... Oh, you cannot move it. Huh? It is a teleport. Oh my god, it's a teleport. Rockets can be discarded completely if we have this. We can put a belt in on Nauvis and get it out on Nauvis Orbit from another one. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool indeed. That is pretty cool. Oh my god. And these are the ones we found inside the pyramids, right? But we couldn't pick them up inside the pyramids. But they were not linked to any other one, right? Because when I tried placing items inside, and they didn't go elsewhere. Not sure. But that's cool if you can craft them and use them as teleporters. That will completely negate the use of some rockets or spaceships. Oh my god! Imagine on Morse. Imagine on more sphere distribution, the resource distribution, although no, this is dynamic distribution. It can go in many locations at once. It's like 1 to n here. So we don't want to replace these by chests. But for some specific ones, interesting. Factory to factory. Oh, we need sushi belts in that case if we want to have multiple resources. Oh man, okay, I should stop thinking about this right now, because it's not within the reach just yet. It's not within the reach. So, the idea is to have a belt. Oh, we will have belt. Oh, I need to leave some spaces in between because we will need belts. We will need to have some belts coming in. I mean, we can do undergrounds here. We can go through these sides. Yeah, let's do that. So let's see what one of these factories need here. Let's go ahead. I think we have placed all the buildings, right? No, we have not placed them yet because we need one of these producing sand, and the sand is used in particle streams. That's cool. It can be right behind this one. It can be right behind this one, like that. So this is sand crushing. This is the emitter. The only problem is we're going to be needing to belt the stone all the way to the top, but that's fine because this one also uses stone. Oh, it's all getting together. So this is the belt for stone. This is the belt for the stone. Can we move these one tile to the left, to the right? Yeah, I think we kind of have to. Okay, move this one tile to the right, and the stone is gonna go here inside this machine directly, and this machine is gonna be outputting. I think we can even get rid oops, this one, and we can get rid of modules maybe here. Wait, I need to save. Can we control? Okay, control right click. Okay, not here. Not here. This was a mistake. Control right click. We can get rid of the modules where it's 0 point something. For these though, oh, 0.8. Oh yeah, cool. Okay, no modules for the coolers as well. We can have one cooler per. I did like the fact that we had only one for everything. Nah, I did like this. I did like this. Let's have one for 3. You know what? No, it doesn't really make sense to do it because everything else is kind of tiled, so we don't need to be worried about sharing stuff in that case. Cool, man. I'm looking very much forward towards Arcospheres now that I I realized it has teleport. I have never expected teleport in SE. I'm gonna be honest. I have never expected a teleport to be a thing. I mean, rockets do teleport theoretically, but just like that, without any cost. Maybe they are intensive in energy. Maybe they cost a lot of energy. I'm not sure. But just a teleport sounds cheaty. But then for the end game, it can be cheaty. It's no problem. If the end game is cheaty, it's completely fine. Where should we? How should we get the stone in? Maybe from here. Yeah, let's do it like this. This is the stone. It's gonna get in from here. Here we need blank data cards, and we also need to get out the junk data cards. By the way, can we have all the resources passed in just through these tiles? I think it's impossible unless we combine them, and I think we should be combining them because look at the numbers. We need nothing here. So let's have this one for stone and blank data cards. 1 for 2. Oh, wait, the stone should be here. The stone and blank data cards are going to be used here, and the blank data cards are going to be inputted like this. Bam, bam. We can copy paste everything further toward the top, but that's fine. Stone is going to be taken like this, only for here. Now, this one belt is done. Can we manage to have everything in only 3 input belts? I don't think so. Looking at all the products, we have more than 6. Sushi belts, or just have how many products? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, only 10. So we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can have 2 more spaces here for everything. In that case, we will need to move these by 1, 2, 3. We're going to be hanging about here, and belts here. Yeah, 5 belts, 5 input belts. I wouldn't call it cheating in this case, looking back on the utterly complexity of the last tier stuff of any branch you tackle. It just simplifies stuff a little bit. That's true. Like, actually, I completely agree with the principle that in general, in any video game, in the end game, you can do whatever you want. It wouldn't be cheating. You can implement any kind of unless there is like post game, right? But if you're approaching the end, you can become a god for all that matters. You can be doing stuff that you would have thought impossible. It would still be okay because it's the end of the game. You can have fun now. You've done your work. Yeah, it does feel like work. Okay, good. So here we want to be having 3 belts, but we also need to be having. Oh no, we don't. Okay, only 3. So move everything 2 tiles to the right. Move everything 2 tiles to the right. Let me take some more landfill here. And I'm gonna add a bit more here. So we can move all of these 4 tiles. And these 2 tiles. Like this. So we have three belts here in front of these everywhere. And oh, let's also place models. I think we are done with deciding how everything should be placed. So now we can place the models. Here they should be placed, but not here, not here. Here is fine. Here we don't need them. Okay. The build is coming together. It's coming together. So these need. Oh, but also wait. We also have 2 outputs. We also have 2 outputs. We have 2 outputs. We need to evacuate them from somewhere. So I think the evacuation should be done here. Let's have 5 belts of inputs on the left. And by the way, I didn't even check. Yeah, no, not a single one of them goes above 1,350 per minute. Some parts of AC I'd have liked to get earlier to really play around with. I haven't gotten to use the last stuff, nor have I completed the upgrade to 0.6 to be sure yet, though. What kind of stuff? Like the stuff I haven't reached, right? All the post-arcosphere stuff. To here. And 1 here. Like this. Okay. Okay, the placement is now completed. This is the output belt for the trash. We might need to move everything from here 1 tile above. 1 tile above. I like the way it looks now. It's kind of compact. It's kind of compact. We still need to add some cooling, but it is kind of compact. So the trash is coming in from here, but also, and how are we going to be outputting the trash? Because in this case, we need to be moving one item up and the other item down. But we have 2 spaces, so let's move the product up. Let's move the product up. In this case, yeah, you know what? Let's just do it like this. Let's just do it like this. Let's collect it from here. Collect it from here and then go all the way there, and it's needed. The card is needed here. The card is needed here, so let's do it like this. Yeah. And then the output should be done by a white one. Okay, let's place it here. And this is gonna be the card. Quantum phenomenon. Yeah. And this one should be the trash. And the trash, let's have it get out like this. So in that case, we need to do this like this. And we can basically output the trash from here. Wait, bam, 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 like this, right? This is how the trash is gonna get out. And it should not be this one, it should be the junk data card. Yep, like this. Okay, cool. So it's fine for them to be on 1 half a belt. Oh, but let's have them on a good half a belt. Because here they're gonna be on the left side. Can we put the... Oh yeah, we can put nanomaterial on the right. We can put nanomaterial on the right, and because the belt passes... yeah, cool. Perfect. It passes through here. Now, it would be easier if we were able to output this... you know what? It's still easy. It is still easy. It's on the left, it's gonna be on the top here. And you know what? Let's have one belt coming in from here. All the way there. All the way there, all the way there, like this. Oh, we might be wanting to... No, that's fine. We can get it from here. All the way there. Okay, and here we can use mini loaders. We can use mini loaders for the trash. And that is pretty convenient because mini loaders output towards... let's do it like this. Mini loaders output towards the bottom side and inserters output towards the top side. So both of them together are complementing each other very nicely. Very nicely. This is the contaminated trash. Contaminated trash. Bam, bam. Cool. This is done. This is done. So we have an output belt coming in from the top and from here, and these don't have any trash. Yes. Belts, actual factory ships, personal equipments. Oh yeah, factory ships are very late. I mean, even DSS-1 is not enough for factory ships. We are limited by 2000 integrity, right? I feel like I'll get the stuff and feel there is no point in rebuilding for it. Yeah, is the point only to be used for look what I can do ultra mega base in the way of the 1k SPM thing? I completely understand the point of like if you unlock the good stuff at the end of the game, then what's the point? You cannot, you won't have fun with it, right? But if you have some kind of post game or like still something to do with that, but if it's mega base, it might be boring if it's just mega base, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think the game should provide an opportunity to use what you unlock. You should have an incentive to use stuff you unlock, or else it's as you say can be pointless. But I wonder what the game can do. I wonder what it can do. How are we gonna put this one, push this one here if we have this one? I mean, we could always go around and kinda use this. It's possible only if we have an underground here, which we... I mean, we could have an underground here. Let's do it like this. Oops. Like this, and then we can have an underground here, which goes top. So this is properly tileable. It's gonna be tileable. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these are gonna be tileable. It's gonna be like this. And this one can go, I don't know, which one should it be? Which one should it be? Oh, and by the way, oh, wait a second. Wait a second. There's so many items that go directly into these. There are so many items which go into these. We don't need to pass them all the way to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these are going... Okay, never mind. These are unnecessary. These are unnecessary. Only one of them is necessary. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 belts are unnecessary. So what are we actually passing? We're going to be passing stone and material testing packs, and that's it. That's it. And oh, Black cards. Black cards, stone, and material testing packs. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. Wait, why did I count 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, because these take 5. No, these take 4. Why did I count 8? Why did I count 8? Oh, there are these buildings as well. Oh, no, there are these buildings as well. Yeah, okay. So we still need holmium cables, holmium plates, processing units, solenoids. Oh, yeah, because this is... Okay, never mind. These are still necessary. Forgot that building. Now, the question is, how can we pass it? We can go all the way here. We can go all the way here, and then we can turn left and go through these. I think that makes sense. We can use 2 of these to reach this building. Now that I'm thinking about it, it would have been better to have this one, to have this row on the left and all of these on the right. but I was not smart enough to figure it out initially. But that's fine. That's fine. We can still manage. I don't want to be changing everything. It's not exactly worth it. Anyways, because there is a way. We're not giving up anything. So we need two belts for this one and solenoids on this one, so we can have holmium plates and solenoids be on the same belt. So these two belts are gonna be used for these two buildings, and that one is just sand, right? So let's go ahead and make these. So these are the two belts, and I think first of them can go through here. First of them can go through here. Almost directly inside. By the way, do we want to move it even one way like below, one way below like this? I think we can, and that's convenient because now we can use a mini loader like this. I don't know if I want to ask it for not to spoil myself, but I'm kind of curious if you can link only two chests together, or are all the chests on surface on the same network, or how does it work? I have no idea. And it's a valid question. Yeah, can you? Is it only 2x2, or I'm thinking stargates, because I'm gonna go ahead, and I have a strong feeling that Arendelle is a fan of Stargate. I have a strong feeling. So if it works like Stargates, it's 1-to-1, right? But I have no idea. It might be shared for anything. From the coding point of view, it's way easier to have them connected to only one. Like a 1 to n, you would need to have some kind of sharing, and actually, it could have been done as a queue, like you subscribe to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Could be done either way. I think I'd like this one to be that, and here we are. Okay, so the first one is directly inside. Oh, but the second one should not go directly inside. The second one should be like this. It should be serving both of them. And the reason why I didn't go through here is because we could have gone through here. We could have gone through here. So let's do it. Let's do it. We could do that. Yeah. Like this. So we go out of here. We go here, and then we basically do this. And we're gonna be having the holmium plates and solenoids on this one, or maybe cables and solenoids. Let's see which ones are together. Plates and solenoids have the same amount of items per minute, so it doesn't really matter. But let's group them. They seem to be more groupable. The reason why I did this is because we have a lot of undergrounds here, and for this reason we want to be copy-pasting these, right? So let's do it like that, and let's finish connecting. Here we need the testing packs. So one of these belts is going to be containing testing packs. Now let's see. So this is done. Stone is done. These are done as well. Oh, Blanketa cards are not done. Blanketa cards are actually done here on this belt. So this is Blanketa cards and stone. Yeah, on each side of the belt, and the last remaining item which is needed is material testing packs, and this is the item which should be coming in from here, I feel like. And you know what? Let's move these towards the right, so we can have material testing pack coming in from here, coming here, and then basically going inside each one of these machines. And to do so, I feel like we can push it. We can push it in the middle. With we can use. Oh, we don't have to use a splitter at all. We don't have to use a splitter at all. We can use some trickery, some snake trickery. Man, I do love snakes. In Factorio, and let's put them like this. Yeah, that's some funky trickery. Let's have these symmetrical, so the input in front of the hand, and the output above, like this. So we don't need to go here because these two machines are fed. Let's go above, output here, and oh, wait a second. No, I think it's best if we feed the bottom two first and then the top two then second, right? Like this. Yeah, that's what I meant to do initially. So let's go ahead here and let's do it here as well. Now we don't need to go further top. I did not paste it properly here, but that's fine. How was it? 1, 2, 3, 1 above, and like this. Okay, good. This is now done. This is gonna be the material testing packs, which are gonna go inside of this one. And we need sand as well. So sand is a bit annoying. On one hand, we can pass it through here. But on the other hand, this is taken. If we think scalability, this side is taken by this belt. So for sand, it's a little bit annoying. I mean, we could always do undergrounds. We could always do undergrounds here. Let's have undergrounds all the way here. And with that, let me copy these actually, so we can snake in between. We can snake in between. Wait. Oh, what? Oh, here. Next. Like that. So this is the next tile. So the idea is that... Why did I put sand behind? I thought sand was coming into this one, but no. Sand is not coming into this one. Sand is coming in these. And I'm now thinking, should we move, or should we swap? Should we swap? Swapping is not very hard. Yeah, let's swap. Let's place these ones. Let's cut these ones. Cut this one. Let's put this one here. Hey, Dark Explosive, how are you doing? We're preparing to expand Dark Explosive Factory. The DSS2 factory is gonna be expanded shortly. Almost there. All we need to do is finish connecting. Finish building two intermediate resources, which are what was this one? What was this belt? There is one coming in from here, and one coming from here. Yeah, like this. And here above, we actually don't need to be having undergrounds anymore. This can be a normal one. Okay, so wait a second. This is sand. Okay, this is sand. This is sand. It should be coming into here. Yes, this is done. And these output the processor. Processor needs to go all the way into these. And at the same time, no, not the processor. Wait a second. Oh, they just need to be swapped. They need to be swapped. Like this. Processor is behind, and it's taking the cards. It's taking these cards, which are going around, and then it is outputting the item inside of this one, and this one is gonna be outputted together along with sand. What do you think, guys? Sand on the left-hand side and quantum, the dynamic emitter on the right-hand side. A very banal resource and a very advanced one on the same belt. I feel like it's a bit weird, but it's fine. And this is how I'm thinking about tiling them. So they're gonna go. The sand is going inside these from behind. Like this. So we can put the sand onto either side of the belt. We can move it closer for the inserter. Let's have it. Let's have it on the left-hand side. So this is now tileable. Or is it? It's not. It's not tileable like this. Huh. Wait. What we want is for it to be like this. So here we want these to be like this. Okay, cool. And now this is gonna be tileable. Take only one. Take only one. But oops. On the full length. Yep, like this. Yep. So we're coming here, and here we are at the... Here the sand arrives along with the emitter, and we're gonna realize we don't have enough space for... No, we should be having enough space. It should be very... It should be very... It's a bit tricky, but we have... if we manage to put it on this tile, on this lane, we can do it like this. We can do it like this. We can do it like this. And have a snake. Have a snake for the dynamic emitter. Now, how are we possibly gonna... How are we gonna possibly put it here? That's actually not very hard. All we need to do is do this. And then do this. We are gonna be using 2 tiles of the next build, but that's fine because this is empty. So we can be using this side. And this one is gonna be coming in through here. Go here. Exit here. And we're kind of using, we're covering both of these cold ones, but it's fine because we can be using these two. Oh no, these are gonna be used for these, I think. Where should the cooling? We can maybe do the cooling below, so we don't have to pass all the stuff all the way to the top. We can, yeah, I think it's nice if the cooling is. We can have the cooling here, the belts in the middle, the cooling below here, and everything else at the top. So the cooling can come from any direction, courtesy of advanced fluid handling. And I think I'd like these to be rotated a bit, so that we can use this one for... yeah, we can use this one and not this one on this side, so it's not covered here. And wait, 3 times. Shift, right? Shift R, yeah. Okay. Done. Your factory, yeah! No space in space? What do you mean? No space in space? Yeah, of course, we could afford more space, but isn't it more interesting to give ourselves artificial challenges and try to handle them? Although here we're having a pickle. We are having a pickle. And to solve that pickle, we're gonna do something not tileable, that's fine, we only have 3 of them. We're gonna go all the way around. We're gonna go all the way around, we're gonna do it like this here, and then exit here, and send it here. That is not symmetrical, but it is fine, it is fine. So we're gonna be having sand, we're gonna be having sand on this lane. Is it good, or can we actually get rid of the sand? Can we get rid of the sand? Because it's rough and coarse and everything. We can move these a little bit closer. Yeah, I don't think we need them all the way there. We can move them a little bit closer to the bottom. This way. I think these are now messed up a bit. These are now messed up, and this one should be going towards the bottom, because this one is unnecessary. Here, it's taken from here and here. Look at Nanomaterial scrap output. Yeah, 168. That's nothing crazy. They're both they get combined on one belt, both of these, on each side of the belt. It was dedicated to you, Evan. Scrap output of the first machine. What do you mean? First machine? This one, right? Yeah, it has 1 scrap every 60 seconds. And you can see it here, it's only 168 per minute, so it's nothing crazy. Glad you like. I'm gonna try to find out some hidden quotes. Some less known quotes. Only you will understand. This is done. This is mostly done. Yeah, this is done. It's quite compact. I really want to plug it, but before plugging it, we need to kind of send everything. We need to kind of send everything. Then last, what do you mean, Darkest? What's your point? What's your point? We're looking at one factory. We're looking at only this this subfactory, which produces one belt of nanomaterial per minute, and it outputs only 170 scrap per minute. Here, and we have a belt for that. It's this one belt. This is the belt which outputs scrap and data card, and it's not crazy. First from the other side, the left one. First from the other... Oh, this one. Yeah, this is all gonna be tileable. It's all gonna be tiled. I'm gonna do this, copy-paste it everywhere here. We might be lacking some landfill, but it's gonna be placed later. The mini loader is going to nowhere. Oh, this... Ah, that's what you meant. Oh, the output of the scrap... Okay, 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 I see what you mean. Thank you. Okay, yeah. The mini loader, I thought you meant the quantities. Okay, okay, got you. Thank you. This is the belt I've cut. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And it's going here. It's going all the way there. It's snaking. It's getting picked up, and it's done. Now these liquids are fine, courtesy of advanced fluid handling. And here we have. Oh, this one blocks both of the inputs. Let's have the hot thermofluid at the top here then. Like this. Hot thermofluid at the top and this one on the right hand side. Then I should change my greeting sentence to hello there, General Kenobi. I mean, you're called Revan, right? Lord Revan. So you could roleplay, it wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't mind. And that's another statement. I think we're done with solids. You understood, thanks. Yeah, thanks for spotting that, indeed. Final check. Stone, okay. Material testing packs are inputted, okay. Sand is, sand? Oh, sand, yeah, the whole reason why we had this belt is so that we can input sand from the left. So I'll get the sand in. Let's get the sand in. And now, should we stop the sand? Oh, the emitters. How are we going to be outputting the emitters? So we are going to be outputting sand and the emitters at the same time. We can actually change which side where we are outputting. That's no big deal. But how can we... Oh! Let's do it like that. Yes, let's do it like that. That is combining the usage of the mini loader of the underground belt. We are combining the fact that it only takes half of the belt in this position with the fact that we still need an underground mini loader. The best of both worlds. So the left side of the belt must be the dynamic emitter, and the right side of the belt, so the opposite here basically, it needs to be sand. And again, when we need to fill the close side, we can just use the mini loader, and when we need to fill the left side, we can use the hand. Like this. And here we go. This is on the left, that one on the right, sand on the right, and all of them are going as far as they need to be. Now these are all done. All designed basically. Oh, and the final one is the quantum phenomenon. So we are done with solids. Let's do the liquids. Let's do the liquids. Bam, bam. We can copy everything, so let's just do it like this. Bam. Hot thermofluid like that. And this is a nice tile. Unfortunately, it's a nice tile, but it shouldn't go all the way down. But no, it's fine. Like this, it's properly tiled. It looks like a mess, but trust me, there must be a bug. I know it's not perfect. I know there must be some issues, but I'm hoping there are very few. And also we have some eagle-eyed people in the chat. Oh, that is the sound I haven't heard of for a while. Merlime Orbit. Orbit? Oh, the sun, the second sun. The second sun. The second sun is not even set to... So what happened here? All of the cannons had fired. And by the way, we are gonna be lacking... We're gonna be lacking the defenses, the ammunition. Look at this, that's unlucky. All 8 cannons have fired, but they must have missed. That was a big one. That was a big one. Yeah, we need to go there, and also we have nothing. We have no automation here. That's not very good, especially for the ammunition. Let's see what should be done. Let's actually put it as a task. Repair and bring ammo. Should have put it at the top, but that's fine. Okay, let's finish here. So these are mostly done. Mostly done. Yeah, this one is not exactly placed where it needs to be. We haven't taken these. Like these, and done. And done. Let's finish these. Here, connected. Okay. Oh, I forgot to take the right-hand side for the pipes. Okay. Check the log. Could have been a 10 meteor one, but the log doesn't work. The log only works for the current surface, I think. You cannot see the meteor's log from other surfaces. See, it's all Nauvis Orbit, Nauvis Orbit, Nauvis Orbit. We need to be actively looking at that surface when the meteors fall to have the log for them, right? Or wait, does it work if we change? Does it work if we go here and then check the log? No, it doesn't. The log is linked to the character. So yeah, I don't know how to check the log for this surface. See? I wish the log was smart. Like, if everything shot and all the meteors were destroyed, it would log nothing. Like, no need. Only when something is not destroyed, or even when it touches one of your structures, only then it's logged. I wish it was like that. I wish it were like that. Let's speak English. So this is done. This is done. This is all done. This belongs to the left side. And we are basically done. Oh, we need to have the chemical gel here. We need to have the chemical gel in here. Let's pass it through the top. Oh, the top is not exactly a good one. The top, let's pass it through here, because the top one is the one we're planning to use to pass this one through. Oh, and by the way, we have not connected the red stream to everywhere. So let's go ahead and do that and redirect it to look into 2 directions, like that. And here it's only gonna look towards the left. Okay, pass through. And we want to have the this one here. Yeah, I think it's a good location. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's fine. Like that. Okay, this is the chemical gel, and here all we need is cooling. All we need is cooling. This one is the cold one, and these don't need any cooling. This is okay, and basically the cooling is mostly localized at the bottom. We do have the hot one evacuation from here, which oh, you know what? Let's pass it through to the left. No, again, this side is taken. I should not do that. Let's have the cooling one at the center. Okay, center is taken here. We need to free one of these. Okay, let's have the cooling be used on the hot output on the... Here is impossible. Oh my god. Here the center is impossible. No, the center is not impossible. Okay, the center is can be open at all of these. Here the center is open, and here the center can be open by simply moving this one to the left, or to the right or to the left. Okay, so the centers everywhere are good. Now I want to move it here because we need to take this one, move it here, have this one, and have it go to the bottom, left and bottom, and this one as well exits and goes to the bottom. This one exits and goes to the bottom. Bam 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 bam. Okay, liquids are connected as well. This is the cold one. So let me quickly summarize by putting liquid connections where they need to be. And where is the chemical gel? Oh, this is the chemical gel. Yeah, this is the chemical gel. And the cold ones, the super cold ones are here. So these are all the liquids we will need to be sending into the system. And I believe it is completed. I believe we have a working, or I mean, almost working design here. We can go left from here with the cards. We need to get the cards into this machine. Go to the left, and here we can go to the bottom. Yeah! Look at this. I like it. I like it. Compact and nice. Now, let's connect the belts. Let's have the belts connected from these chests. And we're going to be having all the belts here in the middle, so let's just landfill. Nice. And this factory, the best is this factory doesn't use any robots. It doesn't use any robots, so it can be inside the global network. And it's actually very convenient that it's inside the global network, because we have these chests which output their rocket sections and capsules into the global network. And that's done. Everything else is handled automatically. It's good. It's good, I think. Unless we have mistakes, I like the way it looks. Now, let's connect all the belts. So this is the material testing packs, and it's the only item which is on its belt without any other ones. So let's see. A small bus here. Please forgive me. Please forgive me the bus. The bus here. I mean, we can have a straight belt. We need to grab belts. Oh, by the way, guys, demonstration of the usefulness of the platform. We need belts, right? We need to go to the mall. So check it out. Check it out. We go to the platform. We say mall on. This one should be off, and we launch. And we're at the mall. Magic box. It's a magic box called the Bistromath. Why did this stop? Oh, we have a small. Okay, let me fix that. I don't want to have any holes here. Did you see while we are flying over a hole in the network, the robots stopped for a second, but we entered and the robots continued their trajectory. I'm actually surprised, because normally what happens is as soon as you leave the network, the robots go back to their inventories. But here what happened is that we were not in the network for a second, for a millisecond, and the robots didn't have picked up their destination yet. So they were kind of hanging in the air. And it gave us a chance. So we entered in the network, and the robots got reassigned to us because maybe their orders have not been reset yet, or maybe they have just found a new target, which is us, and they were already in the air. In all cases, I'm amazed. Normally, like if you do some programming, in this case, like they should get reset and new robots should come pick stuff for you, right? Because you left the network. But here they were able to kind of auto fix and auto resume, which is a feature. It has been done. It's something that has been coded. It's not the default behavior you'd expect. You know, I just assumed it only occurred where you were looking. It occurred at Nauvis Orbit. Okay, so we needed to grab belts. Let's grab some belts. And let's grab more. We're gonna be needing belts. We have 3 chests of belts, I think. Yeah, this is good. And go back. Now the entrance is a bit tricky, but yeah. So we disable them all, which are on the location N, and we launch. Bam, bam, instant teleportation. And it refueled at the mall, and even after a jump, we're still at full, at 100, almost 100%. So cool to have this when you have a big space base. The warping platform. TARDIS may also be a good name. The same situation when you fly and land. Oh, when you fly and land. Oh yeah, because the character gets deleted, right? If I remember correctly, the character gets deleted and it gets recreated. Yeah, that's really cool that the robots are able to kind of... You have a... I'm not sure if it's like a timing, like if it's within 1 second you are able to get retargeted, or if it's... they just didn't have time to change their target. But in all cases, it's really wonderful that it works like that. You know what? Let's place some... let's place these. I think we can place one... how far top one should be? It can be here, so let's place one at the bottom. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, that is a nice tile. We can place it every single one of these. Yeah, only 2. And let's go. So this one is the packs. Then we have 2 holmium ingots, and this is fine. This is fine. Let's have the ingots, the holmium plates, go together as discussed with the solenoids. So we never want a belt without both of them, so they can be always together. They can always be together. They can be best friends. Now, should we run a belt of these and a belt of these, or should we? You know what? I think it's fine to merge them at the source. I think it's fine to merge them at the source. So solenoids are here. I almost want to make to make the 2 chests one next to another. I almost want to change this to make them one next to another. It's a bit complicated. Actually, no, it's not. We can put the solenoids into this one. Sorry, the plates into this one. These can be that one. So basically, move 4 of these. How should we do it? We need to have 4 of these. Yeah, let's cut these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6. They all go here. They all go here. So these ones are like this. These are like this. These are here. And there are 2 of them which should go all the way to the top. Here. Okay, and then these are gonna be the plates, and we're gonna swap these 2. And now we have both of them together. Yeah, let's do this one. Like that. So these are now together next to each other, and we can combine them. We can combine them. In a very simple fashion. If we need a second one, we can have a second one like this next to it. So for now, let's just do it simply like this, and let's have a belt of combine them. So if we need more, we can have more because they are next to each other. Okay, where should it go? And it should go right here. Oh, it should go right here. Is it fine? I think it's fine. In that case, what we can do is we can do something like this. Oh, it was the one. That's fine. We can have it go here, and that's it. So this is the one, solenoids and plates. It's the rightmost one, which is used by both, right? Plates here and solenoids here. Indeed. Cool. And the second one is the combination of the left one. Oh wait, this belt should be at the top. This one belt should be at the top. This one belt should be at the top. You need a dedicated one. That's fine. Let's just do this. You need a dedicated one, and you shall have a dedicated one. Right here. Shall it be this one, or shall we not cross them? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, so let's not cross them. I think it's prettier if they're not crossed. Like this. So in this case, we will need to change this one to go here. And you know what? For this, in that case, we can go back to the older, to the previous setup, where we had this go here, go here, go here, go here, and then it should be right in front. Not in the front, but it allows us to have a speeder. Indeed, we needed a speeder. We needed a speeder, and that's perfect. And now it's completely where it should be. Let's move it. Okay, we have this. What else? What else? Oh, yeah, the first one, of course, the first one. And the first one is the one of cables and processing units. Processing units are here. Cables are all the way at the... Oh my god. Okay, let's swap these and these then. So these are gonna be blue circuits, so we can have this one here. Okay. Good. Done. And these two are together like done before. Something like this. You know what? They can be next to each other. Oh, they can be next to each other. Oh yeah. Oh, we still want a splitter. We want a splitter. We kinda want a splitter. Yeah, so let's put them on their respective lanes, and let's have a splitter do this. Because we want to be like continuing the belt, right? For the others. So it's kind of inevitable. It's fine. No big deal to have it like this. Okay, I'm back. Oh, it's 1:30. Oh my god, I haven't looked at the time. I should be stopping now, guys. I apologize. I really wanted to finish this setup, but we have to finish it tomorrow. I have to go. Unfortunately. So yeah, it's almost done. All we need to do is like send the rocket. Pretty straightforward. Output like the capsules and things. And yeah, we're gonna be having all the. I realized I haven't added the belts for all of these, but that's fine. Like output. I think 30 minutes are gonna be good enough to finish all of this. Secondly, we will need to be having a build for. Oh no, we need cooling. We need cooling below as well. We will need to add some. It's gonna be straightforward, like one machine each. A speeder, a speeder. Yeah, a speeder. Yeah, I think within 1 hour we can finish this factory, and at the same time, vacuum cubes are very easy. All we need to do is pass plates and the nanomaterial made here. Like we pass it straight into these and have them pushed into trains, which are gonna be here, distributed in the factory. And once these are done, we can do DSS2 while having all of these things done. So yeah, I have to be stopping now. I apologize. I really want to finish it, but limits are limits. So let me send you guys somewhere. Such is the way of things. Wise words. Such is the way of things. It is. So where should I send you? Man, why so few people are playing SE? Oh, I'm noticing the icons on the top left. Thanks for watching. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for fixing my mistakes and just just be here and having fun all together. Yeah, let me send you to this person who is playing, you see. He's at the beginning, but I couldn't find anyone else.
Oh no.
Captain Cornelius Argo.
Just gotta calm him off.
Okay guys, the raid is starting and see you next time, hopefully tomorrow. Bye bye.